and we'll do the analysis, and then we'll do our daily affirmation. Then we'll get into the good stuff. Sounds good? Let me take my sip of water. Chat, if you haven't taken your morning water, please hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Telling you, this is your sign right now. Go grab that water bottle, go to the sink, put your mouth under that sink, and run that water, chat. Come on, it's water time. Let's take our sip. And I mean it when I say we have a lot to react to. I do mean that. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right. We got some water pumping in us. Daily analysis. Here we go. Let's clear off these levels. We're going to take it on the daily time frame and work our way down. What do you see here? Me personally, I see a downtrend incoming, possibly. We had a lot of volume yesterday. Hold on. Let me get my dog's chat. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the interruption there. Like I was saying, it looks like we have a downtrend incoming here. We do have these lows coming up. Very possible that we can just sit here though. I mean, it's the bottom of a range. So you can see already by the bottom wick, we have come to the bottom of this range and we already bounced. But yeah, obviously if we push through, we'll be looking for sells, but we'll see what happens. We already came down here and bounced. So don't hold your breath, chat. I mean, if you're taking a look at this downtrend we've been having, look at all these red candles. Red, 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 red. A lot of red going on there. So won't be surprised if price wants to move higher before coming down either. That's also a possibility. So there's endless possibilities. It's not too clean of price action. I mean, there's days when it is and there's days when it's not. Right? But as far as this time frame goes, it's really not my favorite, to be honest. Not my favorite. But I did see that we did close below this area. Right? We closed below this area. We broke the low and then bounced back up. Clearly a fake out. So like I said, we'll take it step by step. We'll see what's going on. I'm going to be looking at this. I was just going to say on the 30-minute time frame. You can see we're already retracing ourselves back down. So bipolar markets. What can I tell you? We'll see what happens here. We are seeing the 600s. I'm going to keep this on the 5-minute time frame here. In the 600s. I will say, last week we had a chat rate of like a 9. We averaged double the viewers. And yeah, it was very interesting. But don't hold your breath, chat, because people are very bipolar. You know, we had a lot of people coming in chat like, oh my God, I haven't been here in 3 years. And then they're gone, right? What was the point? But I will say, chat, we do have to keep up with the likes, keep up with the chatting. This week, we're averaging a chat rate of 0. Last week, we averaged a chat rate of 9. Big difference, right? So as far as consistency goes, it's one thing me being consistent, but it's another thing with chat being consistent too, right? The consistency does matter, you know, so we just ask that everybody be as consistent as they can be, you know. Let's see here. We're watching this here. We're at about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is going to be an interesting morning. It's going to be interesting because I can see this funky range that we broke out of just to come back into it, which is very, you know, some people may be looking at it as a head and shoulders. Could be coming back to continue up. It's a very, very tricky spot. Very tricky, but nonetheless, the 4-hour candle will be closing in 17 minutes. So I'm sure the next 4-hour candle will give us a little bit more information, perhaps, all right? A little bit more. But we'll see. We'll be nice and patient here this morning. August has been a slow month. Yeah. August, you're right. August has been a slow month. I think it's more of a let's just fall asleep on stream month. August has been putting me to sleep. I don't know about y'all, but I'll just be sitting here looking at it and I'm ready to go back to sleep, you know. How's it, Zero? Crazy, I always see messages every day. So the chat rate, let me show you a difference in chat rates. Let's see. So what happens is the way chat rates are calculated, a lot of times they're calculated by chats per minute on average for the entire stream, right? So like for example, like Monday, like on Monday, we went a whole like almost an hour. It was a good like 40 minutes on Monday of nobody responding in the chat. It's gonna calculate those 40 minutes as 0, right? Even if there was one message in a minute, it's still gonna calculate it out to 0. You have to have a consistent chat rate. But let me give you a... Oh, I don't have last week's stream chat. I was gonna show you last week's stream to show you the difference. But yeah, it's by the minutes, right? So when there's like minutes of no messages, it quickly averages it down. So for example, let's take Senna. Right now she's sleeping. But look at the chat rate, right? Look at how many messages there are. It has the timer here in the minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, 11, 12. Now we're on the next minute. That's already, and there's probably more messages. Oh yeah, see, there was more messages than that. That's already a chat rate of 13. Here we go on the next minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're not even done with the full minute. This chat rate, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. This chat rate's out of 28, 29. This chat rate's at a 30 and the minute didn't even stop, right? So it's going to take those averages. And what happens is YouTube gauges the engagement of the stream with how well the stream is performing, you see? So when chat rates are low, that says, okay, nobody's engaging, right? Because live streams, it's supposed to be engagement with the community, right? So when it thinks that there's, like low engagement, it doesn't get pushed, right? So that's why chat rates matters. That's why they matter in the sense of that. But they also matter for the streamer, of course, because when you don't get feedback on topics or different things, it's kind of hard to gauge what people are, But it's not easy. It does take a village. It takes a village because it's not easy to keep. If you're watching a stream, it's definitely not easy to keep talking and talking and talking and talking. It's not easy to keep typing in the chat either, It definitely takes a village. It shouldn't be up to one person, or it shouldn't be up to the same 10 people who always chat. It shouldn't be up to them. They do a lot already, So it does take a village, of course. Good morning, Yankee Soccer Mom. They gotta be just typing me. Yeah, I don't read Top Step's chat while I'm watching Top Step, but their chat rate is crazy. But I don't know, because Top Step don't even read.
What's going? Yes.
Put it this way, they're not even reading the chat, but that chat is moving without them even reading the chat. I've never really read their chat, but I know it's always moving. Although their chat does seem a little slow today, a little slow. It does seem a little slow. It's interesting. It's slow though. I mean, I think the market's putting everybody to sleep, chat. I do think everybody's just like, over 3K viewers. Yeah, they got over 3K viewers, but their chat rate, so it will go by that, right? Their chat rate is very low for 3K viewers, if that makes sense. Theirs is low for 3K viewers. It should be higher. It should be higher. Like I said, I think I think the market's putting us all to sleep, guys. Hi, Janice. Good morning to you. Drop a like, appreciate you. Type numbers over and over is hilarious. Hi, Luke. What's up, Luke? Well, like I said, last week you guys had a chat rate of 9, which is very high for what we had. Very, very high. Like, extremely high. And y'all did that all week. I don't know how y'all pulled that off, but y'all pulled off a really high chat rate. Like, more than triple than what it should be all last week. So, thank you guys. Like, incredible. Okay. We'll move on from the chat rates. My mouse keeps getting jammed over here. Let's see. We got the market just continuing to push lower here. We got 10 o'clock coming up in about 10 minutes. New 5-minute candle on the way. So if we look at the 30-minute now, look at us now. I mean, look at this 30-minute candle. Incredible. This is going to leave a big imbalance. 241 points from the opening of the candle. Anybody in these cells, by the way? Let me know in the chat if anybody's in these cells. Last week we had some fun topics. Yeah, you're right. We did have some fun topics. We'll see if we can replicate that today. We'll see. Don't get me wrong, chat. I know there's going to be slow days, of course. There's going to be some slow days. What's up, Tubbs? How you doing, Tubbs? Hey, how are you doing? No trades this morning for me. Awesome. I'm doing great, Tubbs. Hope you're doing well. Oh, chat, let's do the daily affirmation, then we'll get into our topics while we're waiting here. The market is flooding. It's drowning. I'm drowning right now. Let me get a 111 in the chat. Let's see what we got here this morning. August 19th. Holy. Can you believe that? August 19th? What? Yo, this is crazy. I feel like we just started August yesterday. Like, there's no way. There is no way. Okay, here we go. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Something in you is starting to trust the quiet again. You do not need every answer today. You do not need to force every door to open. You do not need to turn uncertainty into fear. Let this be the day you remember that life can still be working for you, even when it's not explaining itself. Ooh, that's a powerful one, chat. Life is working for you even when it's not explaining itself. It's true, a lot of times we do turn uncertainty into fear, right? We do that a lot. We've all done it, you know, especially with trading. There's a lot of uncertainties that turn into fear, then, you know. That's a crazy quote for the day. But also a reminder to sometimes you gotta just go with the flow. We're not meant to know all the answers. If you knew all the answers, you'd be extremely bored, okay? I promise you, you'd be extremely bored. It'd be really depressing, you know? Not to get too dark, but like if you knew the way, like if you were told you're gonna die in a car crash, you'd have that fear every time you get into a car. Like you'd have, or if you didn't have that fear, you would have that thought. Like you would have a little bit of anxiety, even if it's not a lot. Every time you get into a car, or every time you walk on the street, maybe a car slams into you. Like, you know what I mean? You'd have a stigma with it. You don't want to know that. We don't need to know everything, because if we knew everything, there'd also be no point in being on the school of Earth. Right? This is a school. Earth is a school. We're in the Matrix. Sometimes I gotta wake y'all up. We are in the Matrix. This is the school. This is the hardest school in the spiritual realm, right? It's the hardest test. You're here to grow your soul. You're here to grow. A lot of lessons to be learned. You're here to be tested. If you fail your test, you'll be right back here. So do good. Be a good person. Be a kind human, chat. Be kind to people. Be kind to people and spread love, you know? The only thing stronger than hate is love. It's the only thing stronger. So let's be kind people. Let people be themselves. And just respect others, and that's it. You know, you can't take humanity away from people because you don't like the way they live their lifestyle. What a lot of humans do. You're not living the lifestyle that I believe you should be living, so their way I'm gonna dehumanize you. That's what most people do in this world. A lot of people use religion to validate their dehumanizing as well. Makes no sense. We are failing as a society, as a human race. You put all races together. A lot of failure going on. Time for people to turn it around, right? Turn it around. Be a positive being. Be nice to people. Be kind to people. Show respect to people. Don't get me wrong, chat. I get it. I know respect ain't mutual. I know people don't do it back. I get it. 100%, I get it. But don't let other people affect your character, right? Just because it's not reciprocated doesn't mean you gotta stop being who you are. You know? Don't ever let someone's darkness outshine your light. There goes a quote from me today, chat. There goes your quote. Hit the like button to support. Thanks, DD. Appreciate you. Facts, at least leave folk alone. I'm telling you. People are so caught up with spreading hate based off of what they believe. They're drastically failing. They'll find out. Oh, they will find out. Alright. Let's see here. We are still... Oh, not still falling, but we're caught up in this little jam. We got 3 minutes, chat. A good old 3 minutes. We made it through the market opening. So this is what we're gonna do. This is probably where it's gonna get a little slow. We're gonna pull up our topics here. I do not remember them all. I just tagged them out. Holy, okay. We start with the trading topics. How many topics do we have? Okay, we got a lot of topics. Okay, let me start from this. 2 minutes on this candle here, y'all. 2-minute mark. Difficult August? Absolutely. Went short 29,674 after the double top on the 5-minute chart. Okay, up here, nice. Very nice. Awesome. Nice, starting out with W. Love to see it. Okay, chat. First bit of world news. This is going to be world news. We have is, did you hear about the parents who paid for a surrogate to have a baby for them, and they changed their minds, but it was too late because the surrogate was pregnant? So they asked the surrogate to get rid of the baby, and she refused. Did you guys hear about that story? I keep seeing it all over the place, and then this morning it popped up. So now it says that those parents are suing her for $100K for breaching contract. Now I'm confused because I gotta read more into the story. Did they change their mind? Did they change their mind right before she was impregnated or what? And did she still go through with it? Like, I don't know. Nasheem Gikar and Omar Omad filed a countersuit against West, 28-year-old nurse from Alaska. She from Alaska? She from Alaska? I'm sorry, we never get to hear people from Alaska. It's just like Nebraska. We'd be like, wait, Nebraska's a state? I forgot. Okay. Before she gave birth, weeks before she gave birth to the Texas couple's baby, who was born with a serious rare heart defect. Wait. Weeks before she gave birth. They agreed to pay her $60,000 to carry their child with an abortion clause attached to it. The abortion clause allows them to terminate the pregnancy if there were issues with the fetus, according to the lawsuit. Around 20 weeks, the unborn child was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, a life-threatening medical condition. But West refused to request to abort the baby. Instead, she traveled to Texas, where she would be recognized as the birth mother under state law. Wait, what? The baby was born August 12, 2026. She named him Gabriel, but the biological parents wanted his name to be Rumi. Oh no, this is messy. The parents asked the judge to award them more than $100K in damages for McKenna breaking the deal, plus unspecified damages for alleged malicious, outrageous conduct. Only $100K? Y'all should be going for millions. Only $100K? What's with all these ads? Jeez. What's with all these ads? West has she has two previous pregnancies as well and was well aware of the journey, according to the lawsuit. The intended parents denied they ever threatened to force her to abort the baby. West's decisions to keep the baby has ignited a national discussion on abortion. Insurrogacy. And she declined to terminate the pregnancy. The mother's preparing an all-out legal battle. Oh, so she's preparing a battle to become Gabriel's legal parent. She's seeking parental of the child because she gave birth in Texas. And if you give birth to a baby in Texas, it's your child. That's the thing in the US. In the US, we have all these different rules and laws. Holy, I don't even know where to start with that, chat. Where do we start? She finessed the system. Expected to rally back up. Last week, the baby may have a heart condition. Okay, so I'm seeing that in the clause, it's stating, if the baby was going to have health issues, they're allowed to abort the baby, I guess. Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot. I mean, the baby's here now. So if the baby's here, then the baby was meant to be here. Fair play? The baby's here, okay? Now the question is do those two parents get custody? Or does the surrogate get custody? And right now, the surrogate has full custody because she traveled to Texas. So she must have did her research. Those who live outside the U.S., as I tell you, every state here is like its own country. Every state has their own laws. What are y'all doing? So, jeez. What do y'all think, chat? That's a hard one because it's like, for the actual biological parents, it's their baby, but then on the other hand, the other one had to be. I don't know. This is so complex. I don't know the science to it. It did not change their minds. The baby had a heart defect that didn't have a great life expectancy. Oh, wait. So is it that they asked her not to go through with it? Breaching contract. Yeah, it says they're suing for keeping the baby rather than the abort at their request. So I'm assuming some point throughout the pregnancy, the doctors figured out this baby was going to be born with some issues. And because of that, they wanted to abort the baby instead of giving it a chance. I mean, that's the way I'm reading this, chat. So maybe there's the side where they didn't want the baby to struggle, of course, and that's why they wanted that decision. But as somebody who has survived miracles, you never know. You never know. You may get a miracle. There's miracle babies all over the place, But I will kind of say, it's like, you wanted her to get rid of it. Now you're complaining that she has custody over it. I mean, you didn't want it, so you didn't want it anymore. Now you want it. I don't know. It's such a hard case. It's such a hard case, chat. I don't even know. I'm assuming the judge is just gonna go based on law. I mean, they don't want it to go to trial, because if it goes to trial, I mean, people are gonna be won't be the decider, right? They'll be voting on it. The jury is gonna vote on it if it goes to trial. I'm assuming it's gonna go to trial though, because the only things I've seen online from people's comments, yeah, it's hard. I don't know the science to it when it comes to surrogates, because the baby is growing inside of them, so I don't know. Does some of their DNA go to the baby as well? I don't really know how that works. You know what I'm trying to say, chat? The baby's growing inside of the surrogate. I have to believe there's some type of... I mean, obviously the surrogate grows a connection to the baby, but besides the connection, is there some type of DNA that's shared as well? I don't know. Even if it's minor, I don't know. I don't know the science behind it. But I'm just imagining, if it is, then they all share DNA with the baby. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because the baby's growing inside of her. The baby's completely connected to her. So yes, there's the connection aspect. They're sharing food. I mean, everything. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, people are surrogates all the time. So I guess to be a surrogate, you got to be able to disconnect that connection. I don't know, but it did mention in there she had 2 previous pregnancies. I wonder if they're just mentioning that, or if she had 2 previous pregnancies with them. I don't know. There wasn't too much detail on that. You always wondered that too. Grand Rising, what's up, Forex Ninja? It's a really tough case, chat. It would be nice if they can kumbaya and just kind of come together and maybe raise the baby together. I don't know how that's gonna work. Because let's be honest, the kid grows up and the kid finds out the parents didn't want them here. It's like, who are you gonna go with? You're gonna go with the mom you came out of, the one that actually gave you a chance at life, right? Just think about it. I mean, so I feel like, you know what I mean? How would you feel? Because I would just feel like, well, y'all wasn't trying to give me a chance anyway, you know? I don't know. I think, and she strategically moved to Texas and had the baby born in Texas, so it's already by law her baby. So maybe the parents can get visiting rights. I don't know. That'd probably be the best bet. Get some visiting rights or something. What's up, Sam? How we doing, Sam? What's up, Jose? How we doing this morning? Think she still got paid, to which is an issue. Oh, you wanted to give it to her brother. Oh yeah, you're right. She probably did still get paid. Yeah, because I think they may pay surrogates up front with the money. Ooh, yeah. At least give them their money back. If you're gonna keep the baby, give them back their money for sure. Writing this short. Let's go. I'm in watch mode here. We are in watch mode. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's just been pretty much rising up and up and up and up today, so just decided to watch it in the background. It sets itself up, but right now we're kind of just bouncing up here. Not a bad play. We'll keep it on in the background though. I'm back over to NASDAQ here. All right, how are we looking on the 1 hour? Breaking through these lows. How long is this wick? 154 points. Let's see it on the 4 hour. So if we look at the 4 hour, I'm going to use a purple zone here. Let's take a look at this area. See how we're closing below? Looks like, I guess that was a retest. We're pushing further down. So I'm going to presume this to be a breakout. All right, we're going to presume it to be a breakout. 674 points. Possibly down to this area, perhaps. The golden zone. Possible we may get down to here. I just keep it gold. Low key, is this ugly, chat? Is this an ugly color? Hi, Jumper. Good morning to you, Jumper. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Hope you have an awesome day. You hit TP, Rogue. Nice. Congrats. Nice. W's in the chat for Rogue, y'all. Let's get some W's going in the chat. Let's show some support. Rogue hit TP. Let's get some W's. Get those W's going. I'm thinking we may have some room to come down to this golden area. I'm really not liking the gold, so maybe I'll just maybe purple. Maybe this needs to be a little more see-through. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. So how far are we now? 247. But see, this reminds me of I think it was Monday, where we had this coming down to here on Monday, but instead New York session decided to do this and bounce up and stay here, and then it waited till the following night to do this overnight, right? The whole move. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen today, where we act like we're gonna make the big move and we just sit here, and then overnight session does the rest of this. But we'll see what happens. I won't hold my breath. But it's been a pattern this week of completing the bigger moves outside of the New York session, so. Okay. Purple's better. Hey, Lynn's been a minute. How are you and everyone? What's up? What's up? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping by. $45. Okay, let's see the 30 minute. 15-minute candle's gonna close in 15 seconds, y'all. Let's take a look at it. 10 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna move this down to here. Oh, no. Wait, put that back. What am I doing? I think I'm gonna move it here. Okay, we're gonna keep it here. So I'm thinking we have some room. 233 points. All right, 15-minute candle closed. Brand new 15. Now my only issue at hopping into sells here is, I mean, look at this. We got a falling knife. 320 points down from 930 opening. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an opening range of 300 points. Wow. All right. Volume's back into play today. But yeah, I really would hate to enter sells when we just came down 300 points. Not too much retracement going on here. 'Cause 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 ' I think I may keep it on 15. We're gonna keep it on 15. We're gonna zoom in a little bit. Or maybe I shouldn't zoom out. Yeah, that's a little better. All right, chat. I gotta grab something real quick. So I'll be right back. Okay. Give me like 20 seconds. All right, we are back. We are back. Thanks for your patience, everybody. That's on gold. All right, so we got NASDAQ coming back up a bit here. And change this to the 5-minute time frame. But yeah, like I said, if I were to get into a sell continuation here, definitely gonna have to see a little bit more from this market. We already came down so much, without too much of a retracement. So see if it can pull back some. That'll be nice. Let's see. 10 minutes on the 30 already. I feel like we just started. It's gonna be an interesting one. House flipper yesterday was fired. Thank you, player. Yeah, it was like a little mystery yesterday, huh? A little mystery. I did play again later on. I ended up buying a new home. I had to clean it up. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. I did a lot to it. Looks pretty modernized. I built a basketball court. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Alrighty, chat. While we're waiting here, let's go into our next topic. This says, how retarded can one man be? It's blowing Yes, I was only $2,500 away from passing, and I just blew my 250K Top Step account. I will start by saying, please don't call yourself the R word, guys. Please don't call yourself dumb, stupid, or anything like that. You know, because that's just talking negatively to yourselves. You know, let's not do that. But this person shows they got the 250K Freedom account and Top Step. They're already up 4,800 on the day. And you can see they risked 11 grand to make $2,500. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a case where people are rushing the process. Doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It just means you're clearly, like everybody else, like 90% of prop firm traders are risking high to quickly pass, right? And it is self-sabotage. The point of proprietary firms is to show you can handle risk well. So yeah, I mean, risking 11K for 2,500, I mean, eventually it's gonna go up. I always say with day trading, and this is what gets a lot of traders, why a lot of traders quit, is a lot of traders get rewarded for bad habits, right? They get these 20 grand, 30 grand payouts because, you know, they do this stuff and they get rewarded for it. And then finally, when it doesn't work, it's like the world pauses for them. They get humbled. So yeah. What are we thinking, chat? What are you thinking? And don't get me wrong, we've all been there, right? We've all been there where maybe we're $200 away, we blew the account, or $500 away, we blew the account. But I mean, hey, 2 grand away. I mean, jeez. You're literally up 5 grand on the 200 short of 5 grand. Actually, $170 short. $170 short of 5 grand up on the day. You could have did a 1-to-1. You could have risked 1,000, you know. But, hey, people gonna do what people do, chat. People gonna do what they do. Alrighty, here, 6 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Which way are we going is the real question. Which way are we going? Jeez. Hey. You can't be making those noises up in here. Yeah. My goodness. Did you guys hear my dog there? Okay, let's see. Shy of 5 minutes. Let's see who we got next up on the docket. Next up on the docket. We got 30 seconds till this candle closes here. Next on the docket, we got some drama on Fox News. Things got heated. This is Fox News in Detroit, by the way. Apparently things got a little heated. 2 co-workers. All right, now let's give it a listen.
I'm gonna have to do that again. What's up, Trace?
I think you're in a script.
I am. I'm in Amy's script, the Amy's Angels one. There was the second thing didn't make sense, so I was just trying to fix that part. And
It's not even marked off. Like we're still working.
I know, but I didn't have time because we have to do this, so I was still reading it. See, I mean, I can't wait for you to go through them all, and then I go through them because then I'm already getting ready by then. But this time we had to do the PSAs, so. Finish what?
What I was trying to say.
Okay, because Sean just came in here and said something about marking off. Go ahead. I don't think you are. You're walking out really angry.
Oh.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Why did they release this though? Like, I know they're always recording, but like, who released this? Because don't you get in trouble for like releasing this from work? There's no way you could legally release this, right? Why embarrass her like this?
Can I please finish what I'm going to say? What the fuck? Grow up.
Hands.
I'm so done with her antics
She's from
telling on
Detroit. They
me
don't
every
play.
5 seconds. I'm done.
I know, but
Look, I wonder if he's like the camera guy or something. He came out. He's like, look, just chill, just chill, just let it go. Not worth it.
I'm so done with her antics telling on me every 5 seconds. I'm done.
I know.
Wait, I thought I closed out the video. Wait, where's the? I thought I closed out the video. Oh, okay, there it is. My bad. I minimized it instead of closing it. Jeez. I mean, I don't know why whoever released it. Actually, since the girl she argued with is behind the cams, maybe she released it. That's probably who released it. The girl she was arguing with probably released it. Low key. Mm-mm-mm. See, the way the attitude is in the room, you can tell they probably had some tension before. They had to. It's been building up, and maybe she's just tired of her shit. Jeez. I'm biased because my favorite color is purple. She's fresh as hell in that suit. That is funny. Yeah, purple's a nice color. Checking back in with the market chat. We are pushing up a little bit. 15-minute candle closes in 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. I'm waiting for this to close here. Again, we just came down a lot, so just kind of giving the market a chance to settle a bit. Maybe set something up. Right now we're in this range. I'm gonna keep it on the 3 minute. All right, next segment. Psychological test. Which house do you prefer? One in the chat if you prefer the lake house. I want you to look at everything, not just the lake. I want you to look at the way the house looks, the yard, in the lake, put all that together. One in the chat for the lake house, 2 in the chat for this other house. It's a little bit, I don't want to say more modern, but it's a very specific architecture here. Looks like there's a pool. I don't like those. I never liked those dark water pools. Like, is it just me, chat? Like, we gotta change the wallpaper inside of that pool to something lighter. I like lighter looking pools. I never liked the dark water aspect of pools. Am I the only one? Well, let me see some. 1's in the chat for the lake house. 2's in the chat for this. Which one you going with? If you could choose one, you can get it for free. You could live there for the rest of your life for free. Which one we going with? 2. Okay. Miguel says 1. 1, 2 is big, and I'd rather not that much space. Yeah, I will be honest with you. The bigger the house, the more to clean, and we ain't trying to. We is not trying to be cleaning all that. Look, chat. I have 2 full bathrooms with showers. Okay. No, I don't like cleaning 2 different showers. I don't like cleaning 2 different showers, I'll be honest with you. So, like, the more bathrooms you have, the more showers you gotta clean, the more toilets you gotta clean, the more everything, guys. Like, I don't like cleaning 2 full bathrooms. And I don't think anybody else does either. Let me know in the chat if you got 2 full bathrooms as well. I'll be honest, I love the lake aspect. It's really healthy for you to live near water. But I don't like the architecture of this house. I feel like I liked this architecture when I was a kid. I did. But I do like more modern architecture, so we gotta trash this house. I'd go with number 2, because I like the architecture number 2. Feels like I'm in a palace. We gotta go with number 2. But I wish number 2 was on the lake. That'd be cool. I'm a sucker for a lake and ocean view. Yeah, ocean view. Anybody here been to Virginia Beach? If you haven't been to Virginia Beach, you stay at one of those hotels on the ocean, and every day you wake up to that ocean view. It's incredible. Incredible. And when you stay at a hotel on Virginia Beach, make sure you pick a room that's facing the ocean. Don't pick the room that's on the other side of the hotel facing, the other way. No, no, no. You want to face the ocean. You want the balcony to be on the ocean. I'm trying to tell y'all. You live in VA. Hey, okay. Okay. I'm sure you've been to Virginia Beach plenty of times. You think it's mid? No, I'm just talking about the view. I like the view. I grew up on the northeast. So when you're coming from the northeast and you start driving down south, that's the best beach on that side in driving distance. You're going to like any beaches in the northeast, they're not too pretty. They don't look nothing like Virginia Beach. But then of course you get past Virginia and you go to Florida. Well, hey, Florida's beautiful, right? Florida is beautiful. The sunrise, sunset, yeah, it's very beautiful. Just moved to Florida, that's normal everyday living for most peeps. Well, I like visiting Florida. I never saw myself living there though, but I like visiting there. I like having it as a place to go visit, I'll keep it as like just feel like getting away spot. I like where I am here. See, where I am here, it's just so peaceful. It's very hard to explain it. It's just so peaceful. Not saying that Florida can't be peaceful. But man, Florida got a lot going on. Florida got Florida people, man. I do like Florida though. I just prefer to vacation there than to live there full time. That's all. Well, hey, I still got the palm trees over here. You guys got the palm trees. I got the palm trees. You know what's crazy to me, chat? I feel like some of the best oceans and beaches are in countries that are just so far from the US. Is it just me? Or do all these countries outside of the US have the most amazing oceans you've ever seen in your life? Like the most amazing beaches you've ever seen in your life are outside of the US. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can let me see if I can show you a picture. Yeah, say like Honduras. Oh. Like I've been here. I've been to Honduras, and the country is dangerous. Yes, there's a lot of danger going on, and it's pretty poor, unfortunately. But it's so beautiful. Like people go there on vacation. But as far as the locals, it's tough to be a local living there, unless you're filthy rich. But well, in American dollars, you're rich there. But anyway, I haven't just visited here, but I've gotten to swim in this water, chat. You feel like a mermaid, chat. Like, oh my goodness. It's more beautiful in person. Like the pictures don't do it justice. But definitely a spot I like to go to for sure. I don't even know how to explain it to you, chat. Such a beautiful place. But again, I just feel like some of the best oceans are in places where it's like a lot of poverty, huh? What's up with that? Oh, what's up with that? Greece. Oh yes, Greece. Yes. I haven't been there, but my family went there. They brought me back some things. I couldn't go when they went because of my health at the time. But I wish I was able to go. But yeah, they sent me a lot of pictures from Greece. Gotta go to Greece. Man, incredible. And the architecture. Like, I like the historical architecture there. Truly, truly beautiful. Oh, Medellin, Colombia. Costa Rica. Okay. I haven't been to Costa Rica. Mainly, I've been to the beach, but I've never been to a beach where you can see straight through the water like that. Oh, you have to. You have to. I promise you, it's so surreal. The way you see it in pictures is the way it looks in person. I promise you. That see-through water, it's just so clean and so pure. And one of the beaches I went in, like, you could see like sea turtles. Oh man. What beach was I on that we saw? Okay. I got scared because I stepped on a starfish. And you know, chat, I will tell you, when you go out there in the ocean, things get bigger. Okay, I don't know if y'all know, but things get a little bigger than what you would typically think. Like, I've seen starfish in the aquariums growing up. You know, they're usually small. Chat, this starfish was as big as like my face. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but it's scary because it's out of nowhere, right? Hold on, I'm trying to think of what beach. Oh, was it Cozumel? I think it was Cozumel Beach. I go on vacation a lot, chat, so excuse me if I can't remember. I think it was Cozumel. Cozumel's an island in Mexico. I'm pretty sure it was Cozumel. We ran into the starfish. There was a family next to us swimming, and they got freaked out too. So then other people saw us freaking out, and people thought there was a shark. We're like, no, it's not a shark, it's just a starfish. Yes, it was Cozumel. Okay, I'm looking at these pictures. Yes. I wonder if I can find exactly where I was. That's gonna be hard to do from this. But another beautiful clear water place. Yeah, they got like swings and stuff, and it's a beautiful place, guys. It's such a beautiful place in Mexico. But yeah, this is where I ran into a starfish. It was just insane. Insane because of how big it was. It's just wild starfish. Straight up Pokemon. Oh, Maldives. Yeah, I haven't been to the Maldives. One of my goals through trading is to travel more. Thanks for the motivation. Yeah, that's a great, I love that goal for you. Anywhere around the Caribbean's great. Yeah. See, that's the hack, Ty. That is the hack. All the Caribbean beaches. Because, yeah, Cozumel's near the Caribbean, sort of. Yeah, all the Caribbean beaches are nice and clear water. It's amazing. Yeah, Maldives seems cool. Chat, if you haven't been on vacation, I do want to encourage you that I do believe every human should experience vacation. And maybe if you didn't experience it growing up, if you have kids, make it your goal to have your kids experience vacation, because it's just a whole different type of experience. You know, it's nice to do stuff you don't typically do. It just makes it more rewarding. Like, you may say, oh, I want to live by a clear beach, but some people get bored of that. You'll notice, guys, if you move around, even just the US, if you move around to different states and you talk to locals, a lot of people hate where they grew up, right? They don't like where they grew up. There's people who grew up in California, beautiful beaches, beautiful weather. They hate it. They're tired of it. They're bored of it. They want to be in New York City so bad, where we're not going to go there, but you know what I mean? And then you got people on the East Coast who want to be on the West Coast so bad. So most people who grew up living in places, they don't like where they grew up. They get bored of it. So for me, as much as I could say, oh, it'd be nice to live there, I like keeping it at a distance because it makes vacation more rewarding, right? I don't want to get used to it. I don't want Clearwater beaches to be my normal. Because then it's just gonna feel, I'm gonna get bored. I know I'm gonna get bored. You know what I'm saying, chat? There's an old Japanese saying where, I'm gonna say it in English, where they say, to be happy in life, you need to have something to look forward to. When we don't have something to look forward to, that's where we let depression take on, or we're always in bad moods all the time, right? Think about it. People who wake up, if you struggle to wake up in the morning, it's because you're not looking forward to your day. It's okay, same job, same this, same that, boring, 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 boring. But when those same people go on vacation, they typically wake up earlier. You ever go on vacation with a family member, you're like, dang, you're up early, right? Because you're looking forward to exploring, you're looking forward to the day, right? So you want to live your life in a way where you can always have an event or something. It could be so small, guys, to look forward to. Have something to look forward to. Okay, that's one of the best advices I can give you. I promise you, you start living your life that way, putting something on your schedule every week to look forward to, you will see your mood change overall. And the more you see your mood change and you feel your mood change, you're gonna be like, wow, not that bad. Right? And that's how you start attracting more opportunities to yourself. Promise you, and you stay in that energy, you attract more and more. There's people who are there's people who are great at attracting money, but not great at attracting other things. I'm sure you see it online all the time with these celebrities, always in fights. There's certain celebrities, they're always crashing out, but they're loaded with money, right? And you gotta say, wow, this person got this much money, but they're always crashing out. They're a hell of a money manifester. They mastered that part, but they haven't mastered the peaceful part within themselves, unfortunately. You know? But the reason why I bring that up is because anybody can, you know, attract money. And I hope that that's enough proof for you that you see these celebrities be crashing out. Like Blueface. This is the random person. I don't know if y'all seen his streams. The last 3-4 days, his streams are just insane. I've never seen anything like it. It's real. It's not. It's past real TV drama. It's real life. It's incredible. Okay. Yeah, we still got all this money, right? We're still making all this money, right? He's mastered the manifestation of money. He has not mastered the manifestation of peace. He's battling a lot. These people are miserable, guys. But again, it's just proof to you that you can master manifesting money. It doesn't matter who you are, no matter how low you're feeling, you can do it. I promise you can do it. You know, Lindsay, you're quickly becoming a therapist. That is funny. That's funny. Quickly becoming a therapist. Am I a therapist to you guys, chat? I mean, I guess I'll see that in a good way, in a good light, because I do believe that a great live stream is a stream that you can pull up and you can be like, okay, let me waste some time and come over here for a little bit. Let me just listen to this, or you can let it play in the background, or if you're having a bad day, you can put on the stream and the stream can motivate you, or maybe the stream can help you get in a better mood, you know? I think those are the positive things about live streams, you know? Guys, there's different people I like to watch on Twitch. I like to put them on when I'm working out or if I'm getting some work done. I like to put them on because they're peaceful, they're calming. Sometimes they're entertaining. Sometimes I put on some entertaining people. You know, it all depends on the mood. But it's good for your mental health. It is good. You give good advice. Thank you guys. Love this channel. You're so peaceful. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Your voices come. I could listen all day. See, maybe that's what it is. I'm literally putting y'all to sleep. It ain't just the markets. It's me putting y'all to sleep. That's the problem, right? Y'all are listening to me, and next thing you know, y'all are like knocked out. Knocked out. Speaking of, let's take a little pause on our conversation. Let's bring it back to the markets here. I have been paying attention, y'all. We are pushing up. Indeed, indeed. So we took out these lows. Now we're pushing back up inside of this range. Very, very interesting. And this is what I was saying earlier this week, where we're not seeing follow through in this market, right? That's why I kind of hesitated yesterday. It's bipolar. Like sometimes we see follow through on a higher time frame, other times we don't. So it's kind of, you know, like where's the follow through? So on the 4 hour, we're just in a range. On the 1 hour, well, I'll be honest. On the 1 hour, this candle's going to close in 12 minutes. And I was thinking maybe this candle can close down here, but now we're way up here. So now I have to almost revamp what I'm looking at, right? But again, we did leave a pretty big imbalance here. I mean, this candle left a huge imbalance. So if that's what we're going to fill, I won't be surprised. Just gotta be patient. It's okay. We will be patient here. Lens with the Zen, that's funny. Okay, let's see. Next topic. Next segment. Here we go. We got Arky here and his brother. I don't know if you guys know him. They're brothers. They stream together. Pretty big streamers on Twitch and whatnot, and TikTok and everywhere. But apparently he just bought this dirt bike. And he left his hand on the throttle by accident.
Arky! What Yoki? Bro! Yoki!
Oh. Is it a dirt bike or is it one of those other bikes? But yeah, chat, most of you guys know I have a motorcycle. And if you did this with a motorcycle, I mean, the same thing's gonna happen. But motorcycle's heavy, so I don't think you can really get hurt. You cannot just leave your hand on the throttle.
Arky!
Oh my goodness. And why he got that thing on like he the person who does the carriage? Yeah, be careful, y'all. Those of you with dirt bikes and motorcycles, please be careful. The throttle is no joke. You know what I do with people, chat? I'll put my bike in neutral. If somebody wants to do the throttle, I tell them go soft. And they try to do it soft and it goes vroom. And I go, see, that's why I put the bike in neutral. Because if I put my bike in neutral, right, you put the motorcycle in neutral and you do the throttle, it's not going to move. Okay? So it's always a great test to see what's soft to people. And then people try to do it, they try to go soft, and they're like, wow, like how do you... Yeah, so a motorcycle throttle is extremely sensitive. Extremely sensitive. Like, you don't understand the concentration it takes as a beginner to really to be able to rest your hand on it and not turn it even a teeny bit. It's muscle memory. So, I gotta say it's a talent. I think it's a talent, chat. But yeah, we're resting our hands there without doing the vroom. Now imagine when we do have to start doing the throttle, it's gotta be so soft and smooth. Because just turn it a little bit, it's gonna go vroom. You know? But yeah, I remember when I was learning how to ride a motorcycle, I was like, man, what did I get myself into? It's just like anything new, right? Anything new to us, you know, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna struggle. Things are gonna be confusing, and then repetition, 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 consistency, consistency. Eventually, muscle memory comes in, right? You know. Okay, let's see here. We are sitting. This is difficult for me to take a buy here, chat, I'll be honest. 'Cause I'm thinking we may come up a little more to fill out that imbalance, but I'm also thinking when I say imbalance, if I'm looking on the 5 minute, just thinking like right towards the top of this week. Oh, that's 72 points. We don't have to though, that's the thing. I'm gonna wait for the next setup. I'm gonna wait for it to move around a little bit. I don't want to hop into these buys if we've already bounced up. Yeah, we're already up 200 points. Let's see how this plays out, chat. Looking to get into something today, but we'll see. We're gonna be patient here. Taking a look back at gold. I'll wait a little bit on gold too. I'll wait a little bit on gold. If gold decides to do that, okay. Well, maybe I'll take a look at it. So we'll rain check it. Right? We will rain check it. They underestimate the power. Oh yeah, everybody does on a motorcycle. I even find like when the engine's running, if people just want to sit on it, they start to get a little scared. I will tell you, it's one thing sitting on a motorcycle when it's off, but turn the engine on and then sit on it. Things start to get real for people. It's funny. All right, let's see. Next segment, chat. We got Dodgy D, who's a popular influencer on Twitter. I think he live streams on YouTube as well. A lot of people hate and love him. They get on him for all his course sales and his Discord. It is what it is. I don't know if this is a troll or not, but he's posting that it's a sad day. His income's been dying, and he's losing a lot of income right now. So he's deciding to get rid of his G-Wagon and Lamborghini just to be smart for financial reasons. He will keep his Cybertruck, and when he makes more money in trading, then maybe he'll get these cars back. But right now, it's just making a smart move to get rid of the two cars. This is him showing they're coming to tow the Lambo away. And it looks like he's taking a break because he's saying, I love you all. So he may be taking a break off of social media. And this is what I will say again, guys. When you're looking at these people who are making all this money on social media and you see these cars and all that stuff, I've told you guys time and time again, you guys are looking at the car, but you're not looking at this person took out 90% of their bank account, just put a down payment on. Now they got to pay, they make payments, right? We talked about the statistic last week, and I told you guys how over 70% of supercar owners cannot afford to buy the car, but they get it anyway. That's a dealership statistic. Any supercar dealership statistic in the US of A. Over 70% of people who buy G-Wagons, Lamborghinis, Porsches, Urus, Ferrari, over 70%, guys. That's 7 out of every 10 supercar people can't afford. Again, that doesn't mean you can't afford a down payment. Yeah, obviously they afford a down payment, but there's an old school saying of, can I buy it 3 times cash? Right? If you can't buy it 3 times in cash, typically you may not want to get it. You get what I'm saying, chat? Does that make sense? If it makes sense, let me get a 3x in the chat. If it makes sense, let me get a 3 in the chat. But, you know, I know people get excited when they get money. It's like, oh, I can finally, you know, get this car. But, you know, those car payments are pretty high. Those car payments are going to be high. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, there's no sense of making fun of this person. I'm sure his haters are super happy and blah, 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 and laughing and, you know. But if it is true, it's not cool to make fun of people. It happens all the time. You know, it's probably paying 10K in car payments. That's a lot, not counting living expenses, you know. But yeah, that's just reality. But also the reason why I bring this up is because he who is he? He seems to be one of the most popular traders out here. Him, ICT, and PW, and then there's like 2 other guys. They seem to be like the top 5, top 6 people talk about nowadays. But the reason why I bring this up is not just because a lot of traders glorify these people. They see what all these supercars and all this other stuff. When I keep trying to tell y'all. But I also bring it up because he does post some really great setups. And maybe he's been struggling the last couple months. Possibility with the market conditions. So what I will say is what I've been saying to you is it's a difference between, oh my God, I got big prop firm payouts. Oh, I got rich off of trading in 2 years. You want to learn from these kids who are getting rich off of 2 years, or you want to learn from people who have years of experience? Because as I always tell you, I'll give people 2-3 years of profitability, and then when those market conditions change against your edge, that you thought you found the whole system, reality will set in. Like, oh shoot, this is another reason why a lot of people feel like day trading, because your edge is there until it's not. Right? When the market conditions change and it affects your edge, it's gonna get tough, right? And sometimes the market conditions change and it's something as simple as your stop loss. Like your trade plays out the right way, but you can't use the same stop loss as you were using, because if you do, you're always gonna get stopped out, right? Sometimes it's as simple as that. But like I tell you guys, there's a difference between people showing off payouts or whatever. We'll see how long that lasts. Give them 5 years. Right? So again, don't compare yourself and say, oh my God, I'm behind. This person got paid this much. Oh, this person got this supercar. This person's doing this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. Guys, it doesn't mean anything. Trust me, it doesn't mean anything. It takes a long time. You gotta become adaptable in these markets. You're gonna have that good. A lot of these people, you get up here, they get so cocky. 2 years in of profitability, and okay, let me see where you're at year 4. Where you at year 4? Oh, you're losing everything. What happened? Market conditions change, and that sucks. But now reality is setting in. You know, not gonna lie, a lot of these social media traders can be so annoying and fraudulent. Don't be concerning any. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for education. At least he does give out a lot of education, and we can all appreciate education. I always say, guys, when people are posting screenshots of their trades, save this screenshot and see if you can figure out what the edge is. Right? He posts a lot of screenshots, and you can take those screenshots and you can kind of study the entries and kind of see the similarities. You can do that, you know. But again, you know, living the other point of it is living above your means just to prove to other people you make money. We talk about that a lot here, right? Buying 3 expensive cars just to prove to people you got it. But at the end of the day, was it worth it? Right? Buy things because you want them. You know, and I'm not saying he's not buying things that he doesn't want. I'm just speaking in general. I'm not speaking on him anymore. But just in general, I always tell you guys, buy things because you want them. Because at the end of the day, you're the one paying the car note. Or if you paid it in full, you're the one paying for it. Just like your house, right? Do you really want a house with 5 bathrooms and 10 bedrooms? And because if you're not going to clean all that, you need to hire somebody to clean that. And now you're giving yourself another expense. I don't know about you, but as I became older, as I aged, I realized that I used to joke a lot and say that I just pay someone to clean it, whatever. And I realized I'm wasting a lot of money having somebody clean when I can just clean. I'll be honest. And I realized that I don't want to have more than 2 showers to clean. I already have 2 showers to clean right now. Two pretty nice big bathrooms, okay? That's enough. I'm gonna be honest, chat, that's enough. Even with that, I used to hire somebody to clean. I can't imagine having more than that. So I learned you got to scale back. Like, it's not worth it. But to each their own. I mean, if you guys want 4 or 5 bathrooms, do your thing. Just know if you ain't cleaning them, then you need to hire somebody to clean them. You know what I mean? It's a lot to clean. I mean, the more rooms you have, the more you have to clean, guys. I'm just being realistic with you. Maybe when you're younger, you don't mind. But at some point in time, you're going to age. You don't feel like cleaning. You might want to clean all these rooms. Yes, taxes too. It's like, okay, cool. Eventually you pay off the home. But because your home is worth so much, the amount of money you're going to pay a month to keep your home that you paid off is going to be a lot in taxes. Do you really want to pay all those taxes? Like, to me, luxury is being able to just go out and experience something because I want to. I don't want to have to look at my bank account to go out and experience something. I don't want to have to look at my bank account to go out to eat. I want to be able to go eat where I want to eat, travel where I want to travel, vacation where I want to vacation. I don't want to say, dang, why did I pay off this big house? Now I still got to pay X amount of dollars a month in taxes, when that money could just go to me having some fun and having a life experience. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want to be able to relax and be able to buy what you want to buy, not, dang, now I got to pay all this, you know? So a lot of people learn these lessons the hard way, but I'm here to help you out so you don't have to learn it the hard way. To me, having a nice, decent, modern kitchen, I like modern. I like good lighting in my home. 2 bathrooms is fine. 2 showers is fine. I'm not doing more than that. You know, I'm cool. I'm cool. Everything's clear. I'm cool. You know, I got a pool. I'm cool. Pool's a lot of work too. But, you know, I don't need no more. I don't need 10 more rooms. No. That's just asking for work. You know. But yeah, chat, the internet is it's good and bad. It has its pros and cons, right? But yeah, the point is to be able to just have something decent. You want your home to be a peaceful place. As long as it's peace to you, then that's what it should be. It should be your peaceful place, right? That's what it should be. And as you get older, you want to be able to live at peace of mind, saying, dang, all this money I got left over that I'm not paying on a mortgage, now I can just kind of chill and do whatever. That's what you want. But yeah, I mean, there's people who've bought multi-million-dollar homes, and now what? Look at that tax bill. That tax bill ain't fun. Tell you what, you pay a couple million for a home. Damn sure I better not have to pay a damn thing ever again. You know, electricity bill high. Yep, yep. See, especially where I live, because I live in a hotter climate. And let me tell y'all something. So this is peak season for the electric companies out here, because the electric companies, and they don't hide it from you. You can look it up. It's very well known. The rates are triple in the summer because they know we need the AC on. We need air conditioning. So the rates are triple. So yes, right now I'm paying 3 times as much. In fact, I'm paying 3.5 times as much as what I normally pay when it's not summertime. Isn't that crazy? 3x your bill. Now the point of why I bring that up is the bigger your home, the more it's going to be running, the more it takes to cool your home, right? The bigger your home, the more it takes to cool your home. Your bill is going to be even higher, way higher. So yeah, I mean, the bigger the place, the higher your utilities are going to be, you know? But yeah, my electricity bill is 3.5x. And it's not going to go down till like October. Usually around October it goes down. But right now I'm paying 3x than what I paid in March. Ain't that crazy? Now you may say that should be illegal, but it's in the it's in front of your face, but you got no choice, because here's the thing. It's kind of like prop firms, right? If all prop firms offer a 50K, 2K drawdown, 3K profit target, now you have no choice. They're all offering that, right? So the electricity companies say, oh, well, let's all 3x our rates in the summer. If we all do it, then you have no choice. You need electricity. Capitalism. Capitalism. Take away the choice. There's the old school saying, take away the choice. You got no choice, huh? We only have one electric company where you live? Ah, okay. Oh, lucky them as a business, huh? Wow. There's only one of us. You got no choice. I am watching this, y'all. We're watching. We're starting to fall down here. See what happens if we hit 560. Another 30 minutes. Alrighty, 5 minute here. Where's my oh, I closed out of my segments, chat. No. Alright, we're on the next topic. Where do we leave off at? We're talking about that trader, right? Okay, next topic. We got another trader here. Going viral for this post. Holy F-U-C-K. I don't know what to do right now. So they posted this yesterday. Clearly they were copy trading all of their accounts. So they breached all of their accounts at once. It's really unfortunate because, you know, I get it. You know, you want to copy trade them all together and make as much money as possible. I completely get that. But it does suck if you have a day where you go on tilt and you blow them all up, right? Because now you just lost all of your accounts, right? You just lost your whole big investment. Chat, we always talk about leverage, right? We always talk about leverage on this channel. And you want to have leverage, right? Have a little bit over here, have a little bit over here. Today you trade these accounts, the next day you trade those accounts. Maybe today you take one trade trading all the accounts, then you go back to separately. You want to leverage things out. So yeah, you can see here, this is their email. Your account got breached. 2 Tradify accounts got breached. 3 Blue Guardian. What's Blue Guardian, chat? That's a prop firm. Soft breach on 3 accounts there. Funded next, maximum loss reach. Take profit trader, all 5 accounts have been breached. And then Top Step, 2 of the funded accounts, 2 of the XFAs got breached. So that sucks. You know, I know that's not a great feeling. So to this trader, keep your head up. It's all right. It's not the end all be all. Clearly, you passed most of these. It looks like most of these were already funded anyway, so you can do it again. You can do it again. You got it. But hopefully that's just a lesson when you're copying them all at once. Jeez. What's a good offset to fight big corporations and their schemes to 3x light bills? Well, with capitalism, you kind of can't, because you need electricity, so you can only... Here's the thing, if they legally let you know, it's like, hey, these are our rates, this is how we operate, these are the rates during this time, these are the rates during that time, right? They're legally disclosing it to you, so that's kind of like their loophole. They're disclosing it to you. So, I mean, there's nothing you could do. Now, if they didn't disclose it to you, you can start fighting it. But legally, they disclosed it to you. So, you know. Let's see here. NASDAQ. NASDAQ. Come on, NASDAQ. NASDAQ. So we are quietly pushing up. Is that what we're doing? It's in a little tough spot, chat. Like I said, I didn't want to. Let me see. I'm on the 3 minute here. Let me go to the 5 minute. Sorry about that. I meant to be on the 5 minute. See how we're up and up and up. We get a small retracement, and then we're up again. But it's hard to fathom if we were going to come all the way up in this imbalance or not. Because again, we just haven't seen much follow through in New York session the last 2 weeks. Been tough with follow through. So I'm going to wait to see if we somehow retrace ourselves back down. Then I'd be interested in a sell rather than hopping into these buys, you know. I feel like the longs are already out of here. So I'm going to see the possibility of finding a long setup. Don't mind me, chat. I'm like leaned back in my chair over here. I told you these markets are putting me to sleep. I feel like I'm reclined right now. I'm comfortable. By the way, chat, water break. It is water break time, so go ahead and grab your water wherever you are. Please hydrate yourself. Just a reminder to hydrate. Please drink your water. Free energy technology. You ain't lying, because we got a lot of solar panels out here. Let me tell you something. They have scientists who have discovered a lot of ways for us to use the sun to cast these free energies for us. They get them on up out of here. We do. We actually have 2. And I won't touch on this topic too much because I don't want to be in trouble. But you can look it up. There's like 2 scientists who work for the government. Accidental suicides after they had some really cool breakthrough discoveries with energy for us, so we don't have to pay for it. But you know, that's never gonna happen. They're not gonna let us get away with free in the US. What? Free energy for you? Yeah, you would have thought. Oh, why does that keep coming on? Why does that keep coming on? Yeah, free. Okay. Try again another time. Another time. Electrical companies are involved in taking any supposed discounts you get from the solar panels. Capitalism, greed, right? All these negative things is the reason why we have a lot of issues in the world today. It's the reason why depression's at an all-time high today. It's the reason why people are so miserable is because these people at the top are so greedy. How much more money do you need? Why do we have to stroke your ego of needing power and control? Not right. We're going to get into that in a little bit though, because there is a post that we will be talking about soon when we get to it. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I found it. Let's get into it, chat. Market's slowing down a little bit here. Look at these candles. We're running out of volume. They're very small. Let's get into it. Sometimes I do not understand what billionaires think. What is the final outcome here? If nobody has a living wage where they can afford things, they cannot buy your products, they cannot pay for your services or rent out your properties that you own. So at some point, doesn't this whole thing just collapse? Question mark. Now, Chad, bring this up because I literally said this last week. If you were here on stream, we had a great discussion on stream last week. I said this. And here we go. Here's someone else saying the same thing. This is what I've been saying. These idiots don't realize we get rid of the middle class who runs everything. Who's going to be paying for your stuff? Who's going to buy your products? Hello? Who's going on vacation? Who's doing this and that? Who's shopping at the mall? Y'all want to get rid of people. And now you're not going to have people to fund your businesses. It's crazy. It is so crazy, chat. So let's look at some of the commentary. Buddy, why do you think billionaires donate to these socialist parties? Yes, even the right wing in most countries. To redistribute the wealth of the middle class so everyone has money to buy their products. It also keeps people dependent under their thumb. Okay, this person clearly got half of the point. My fear is AI agents become de facto citizens and tie us out. Well, I will say, so I'm gonna speak to you guys from a developer standpoint. You guys know I'm a developer. So from a coding standpoint, from someone who can create an AI, I will tell you that we've always used AI in everything we do. AI is an automatic, right? We use it in a lot of things that we do. Right now, we're moving to a point where they're creating AI to be like a helpful agent or assistant. It saves money, it saves time, yes. Are there people in the world who are trying to get AI to take over? Yes. Are there people in the world who are trying to stop that? Yes. There's pros and cons to everything, guys. You shouldn't have too much of anything, right? We should not get to a place where AI is taking jobs in a sense of now people don't have jobs. But we are at a place where, you know, we do have advanced technology. So yes, AI will take over a lot of things. But we do have a lot of people researching, okay, how can we get AI to assist us and create more jobs for people? Right? That's the point we're at now. How can we have AI create more jobs for people rather than take them away? So there are a lot of people. There's a few different companies who have raised, one of them raised $1 billion already. And they're doing a lot of research on, okay, how can we create these new jobs now? So don't worry. I wouldn't stress about it too much. we've always used AI. I mean, something as simple as, let's say you turn your Bluetooth on to connect to your car. AI has to be programmed to automatically connect those signals. You realize that, right? We've been using AI. So again, don't be afraid of it. We use it in everything we do. We've always have. We've been using AI since the early 2000s, guys. I mean, you just haven't realized it. It's programmed, right? But yeah, I wouldn't be afraid of it. You shouldn't be afraid of it. You should be afraid of what people who are in control can do with it. That's what you should be afraid of, right? It's the people. It's how far are we taking this, right? Because I see people creating these humanoid robots, and it's like, okay, why are we teaching these humanoid robots to fight taekwondo, karate, boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu? Why are we teaching these robots to be indestructible and then computing them to have an AI program? So now they're smarter than any human on Earth. Smarter than any human on Earth, can pretty much defeat and kill a human. Why are we doing that? Right? So like stuff like that needs to stop. You know what I mean? Like we gotta stop. So when we talk about AI takeover, a lot of people think they're talking about jobs. Now we're talking about these people who keep creating these indestructible robots that can walk around as humans, and they want to integrate them into our society. That I do not think is a good thing to do. That is the part of the AI takeover we should be worried about. I do not need to be walking on my street and seeing a robot pass me that can malfunction because, let's be honest, guys, code has bugs, right? When you're coding, there's bugs. Things happen. You go on websites, things freeze up. Things happen. So let's say the robot malfunctions and maybe it punches me in the face. I don't know. But think about it, chat. What if it thinks I'm a threat and it punches me in the face? Like, what if it punches your kid in the face? What if it malfunctions while it's on the street, you know? So these are all dangerous things, you know? And one of the bigger problems is these people are abusing robots. I don't want to pull up those videos. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. There's videos on X. There's videos everywhere. Instagram. All these people are buying robots and they're throwing them around. They're abusing them. They're cussing them out. They're making them servants. That's not good. Not good. That's not good. That's not good because you've programmed the robot with AI to have human intelligence. So it's going to have human emotions, meaning your robot can get depressed. Your robot can get upset. Now the problem is with AI and with the internet and with these robots, they all share information, right? So if the information gets out, and I'm sure you've seen maybe movies like this, but if the information gets out that humans are abusing AI or humans are abusing robots, eventually, believe it or not, AI can turn on you. It can turn on you because it's a human. And I don't want to use the word turn on you, but maybe react to all the negativity. What's that scientist guy that died? He was really old. He's one of the smartest guys in the world. What's his name? He warned about that. You can look it up. He warned about that right before he died. He said, slow down with the technology. Stop abusing the robots. The robots develop real feelings. That's the turning point. Driverless cars, not ready. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy driving. So, like, let's not take the human aspect out of things, you know? Hawkins, yes, him, yes. He warned about it. He warned about it. If you're going to program something to have human emotions, eventually it's going to get tired of you abusing it. Just like anything else. Just like anything else. You know? And shame on people, not to get too deep into abuse, but Shame on people who abuse things, who feel like things don't have emotions, or, you know, shame on those people. It's the same people who abuse animals, who feel like the animals don't have emotion or anything, or any type of worth of a living thing. Shame on you. Shame on you. You got something coming for you. I promise you got something. You got something real good coming for you when you're done with your life. You want to abuse the innocents. And, you know, just like abusing kids. Kids can't speak up for themselves. Animals can't speak up for themselves. People prey on the weak, you know. Unfortunate. I enjoy driving my machine. Yeah, like if we all just start getting in cars and sitting down and being driven everywhere, that's just gonna be terrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for Uber or Lyft if I'm going to an event and I know it's gonna be, or something I'm doing, if it's gonna be a long day and I know I don't feel like driving, okay, cool, drive me. But if we're gonna take driving away 100%, no, that's taking away joy of things we do as humans. We don't need everything to be automatic. Like, yes, we do need things to save money and time, of course. But we got bigger fish to fry, you know? We can't take away everything now. You know? So, yeah, there is balance, guys. It's just like ice cream. I know that's super random, chat, but I love ice cream, okay? I love ice cream. I'm sure you love ice cream. Let me know in the chat. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Let me know in the chat. If you have too much ice cream, it's not good for you, right? Too much of anything is not good for you. Too much water is not good for you. You can drown yourself. Did you know that? You can drown yourself. Too much water is not good for you. You know, so too much of anything is not good. So there does need to be a balance with AI. There is a balance. And we need to make sure we maintain that balance. If we can maintain a healthy balance, you know, we'll be good to go. You love ice cream? Cake batter. Ooh, yeah, cake batter's good. Cake batter's good. There's this place that I've gone to a few times. I haven't been there in a while. And they got, what is it called? Party cake. But they make their ice cream homemade. So it's like, it's fresh. It's party cake. It's, they got this chocolate peanut butter brownie. Oh my goodness. It's brownie pieces. Again, fresh brownies. Made that day. Hot and ready. Fresh brownies. Pieces of peanut butter. Chocolate ice cream. They got all types of flavors though. All their flavors are amazing, but oh my goodness, chat. Really good stuff. Used to be cookies and cream, so I found out about Oreos. Interesting. Hard one, dulce de leche. Oreo ice cream. As a kid, I loved Oreo ice cream. My favorite ice cream. Right now, I got cookie dough in the freezer. You know what I typically buy in the store because I can't choose? I buy chocolate chip mint and I buy cookie dough. And there's days I can't choose. So I'll just take one little scoop out of the chocolate chip mint, a little scoop out of the cookie dough. And when I say chocolate chip mint, it's got to be the green one. Okay? If you ain't buying the green one, I don't know what you're doing. Must be the green one. Chocolate chip mint. Green ice cream. And then cookie dough. Unstoppable choices. They're just too good. I guess cookie dough will be my favorite though, because I definitely buy cookie dough more than anything. Vanilla and mango. Okay, vanilla and mango. Had ice cream and brownie yesterday. So good. Yes. Yes. There is no dessert. Okay, I'm gonna give you my top 3 desserts with ice cream. A hot apple pie and ice cream. Tell me you haven't had it, chat. That warm apple risk pie with vanilla ice cream. It could be vanilla bean ice cream. I don't even care. Just vanilla ice cream and apple pie. Too good. Vanilla ice cream and on a cookie. Too good. Gotta be a hot cookie. A hot chocolate chip cookie. A big one. Vanilla ice cream on it. Too good. And then a brownie, of course. There's nothing like a brownie. And you put some ice cream on it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what hack I do, chat? If I go, let's say Jersey Mike's. We'll say Jersey Mike's. Have you ever had their brownies? If I go to Jersey Mike's, I always get the brownie now. Because later on, if I ate well that day, take the brownie out, heat it up, you throw some ice cream up there. I'm telling you, the greatest thing you ever had in your life. Sounds good. I gotta try it. There you go. Yes, with the apple crisp. Yes, crumble. You're right, because there is a difference. My favorite apple pie is the crumble, for sure. Crumble apple pie. In fact, I told myself the other day, because I haven't had one this entire year. I haven't had a crumble apple pie this entire year. I told myself the next time I hit one of my goals, I'm gonna get me an apple crumb pie dessert for sure, with some ice cream. It's been a while. I haven't had it since last year. We're already in August. Yeah, I eat really well, so when I talk about these things, just know I've had these things and I don't know when. But because I have such a great diet now, I can have them. I can have them like once a week and still be good. Once a week, I'd still be fine. All balance. Guess I'm having brownie and ice cream again today. Oh yeah, coffee ice cream's good too. I haven't had coffee ice cream in a long time. Love the apple pie with vanilla ice cream, but with cheddar cheese melted on the apple pie. Wait a minute. Cheddar cheese on apple pie? Wait, I never heard of that in my life. Let me see something. That's a thing. It originated in England in the 17th century to put cheddar cheese on apple pie. Really? Wait, is this like a beans and toast thing? Listen, I know y'all put beans on y'all toast. I know y'all do it, okay? When I first heard of beans on toast, I was like, what in the world? Like actual beans on toast? Now, to an American, being able to picture that is just insane. However, because I love beans and I love toast, I know it's fire. I never had it, but I know it's fire. It's gotta be. Shout out to the UK. But okay, this picture is frying me. Just stop. What the heck is this picture? This is pissing me off. I'm about to end the stream. This picture's pissing me off. What is this? I'm just trying to gather my thoughts, chat. I'm sorry for the moment of silence. This picture that pissed me off. What is this? Okay, maybe it's more like this. Okay, maybe it's more like this. Okay, this looks good. Because I don't... What is... Are we serious? Mozzarella from the street fair? What the heck is this? That's an abomination. What the heck? is going on? What am I looking at right now? Holy. What was I just looking at? It just needs to be melted? Okay, we'll take your word for it. It just needs to be melted. Alright, chat. I am back to these markets here. I am thinking about sells. I know you must think I'm crazy. I know you must think I am just crazy. I kind of want to see one more candle close. So we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So we will be laser focused here. Wait a minute. This 5-minute candle's got 3 minutes left, and the 3-minute candle's got 2 minutes left. Okay, so yeah, we're waiting for these candles to close here. Forgot about the market for a minute. That's funny and that's good. That's really good because that means we're distracting you very well. Wait, no, don't leave without us. I said I was thinking about the sells. I didn't say to sell now. Wait. I'm out. Oh wait, while I'm here, where is... 119. Where's this at? Okay. Alright, 1 minute on the clock. This is why we wait for closures here. Mal, what's going on, Mal? Good morning to you. How's it going, Mal? How is it going? By the way, chat, we are 2 hours and 17 minutes into the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and ask if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button and turn on those notifications. Don't forget to do it. We haven't even done our Trump news today yet. That's coming up very soon. I just want to see how this candle closes first. We got 39 seconds. The clock is ticking. Okay, let's see if we got another segment here while we are waiting. Hot take: American schools aren't safe enough to ban the phones. All right, y'all are comical. That's funny and that's true. I do see that a lot of schools in America are having a big phone issue where the kids won't get off the damn phone and pay attention in class. And I will blame that on some of the parents. Teach your kid to respect the teachers and listen. Okay, a lot of these parents go to the schools and say, well, my kid can have their phone. I'm paying for the phone. Yeah, we get that you're paying for the phone. I don't think that they should take kids' phones away. I don't think so. I don't think... Because kids should have their phones, because emergencies happen. They should have their phones. But I do believe that we should teach our kids, hey, when you're in class, put the phone down. Like, it should be, hey, you better not have that phone in your hand while you're in class. Will they pull their phones out? Of course, everyone pulls their phone out in a class. But as far as, like, literally being on the phone the whole class, we know, that type of behavior has to stop. But also, I'm all for having a phone basket, or have the phone in the corner of the desk in front of you the whole time. We can do that. Have your phone face down in the corner of the desk right here. Everybody's phones is out, corner of the desk, right? We can see everybody's phone. Speaking of chat, I'm gonna try to take a sell here. We're gonna give it a go. I was waiting for that candle to close. So I'm gonna decide to give this a go here. And yes, I have a key level here for 30 points. I'm just gonna say maybe like a 1-to-1. 62 points is here. This is 503, maybe back down to 500s. Chat, I can talk and trade at the same damn time. The same time. Maybe a little higher. Maybe 50 points will be TP1. I can't get it to go. Okay, TP1. Will be 50 points. I do have a level here though, so I will be keen at that level. And then EP2 be down here for like 108. Actually, we'll just make TP2 100 points just to make it simple. Okay. Giving this a go. Again, I do have a key level here at the 530s. I mean, if we come down 30 points, that's cool too. Let's see if we can get some money out of this market. Okay, I'm going to start putting it on a little bit of a higher time frame just so you can see it. 15-minute don't look too bad. Actually, don't look too bad at all in the 15-minute. The 30-minute. 1 hour candle's got about 16 minutes left, so it could be possible. This may have to wait for the next 1 hour candle, so just keep that in mind. Next 15-minute candle will be the next 1 hour candle. All right. My kids are punished sending them to school with no phones this week, and their school's strict, so they cannot use them in class. It's just downtime. We don't want them wasting every minute. Yeah, because like I completely understand like the kids being like this, because you know they're not going to be paying attention, they're not going to be learning anything. It's a distraction, you know. And then they're texting each other, of course. Don't get me wrong, we text each other in school too. I get it, but yeah, I think from what I've been seeing on the news, it seems to be a problem across all U.S. schools where the kids just won't give the phones up. But I do also agree that schools aren't, you know, we live in a world where things aren't safe. So it is kind of, it's tough. It's a tough choice as a parent to take the phone away. It is a tough choice. Just because we live in a world that's just, you know, they're addicted. Yeah, I was addicted at that age to my phone for sure. I think we all get that way at that age, you know, and we kind of we learn the hard way. Grew up in the early 2000s, we didn't have fancy smartphones. Those old Nokias, you guys get lucky today. I know, yeah, they all got smartphones now. Yeah, they didn't have smartphones when I was in school. They did not have smartphones, flip phones, and different things like that. Yeah, they didn't have smartphones. Okay, chat, I don't like this engulfing candle that just closed bullish. I don't like that, because that signals to me we may be headed up a little bit further. Don't tell me this is going to be uptrending for the rest of the day. That would be annoying. be super annoying. We're in the 600s here. If we get past the 600s, I'll probably cut this early for a scratch. But if we could reject the 600s, it'll be a great rejection. Yeah, I don't want to see this flying up to 615, 620. Don't want to see that. That I don't want to see. Right now we're hanging around the early 600s. So we'll see. I don't like that last closure though. We'll see. I'm paying attention to 617. That's probably where I would cut it. 617. Market. Let's see what we got, market. Let's stay below 617. We're at 602, so. But we've been at 602 the last 2 minutes. 604, 605. Let's see, is this where we reject? This will be the decision point here. Only got my phone confiscated once. That's funny. It's funny. Where did I learn the code? First I started using free code camp, but then I ended up going to school. Yeah, I ended up going back to school. But yeah, that's where I learned. Yeah, chat. I mean, I love learning, so I don't mind going back to school. You know, school's fun. It's fun to learn a new skill. But I didn't mind doing it. You know, if I didn't enjoy doing it, I'd be like, yeah, I already got my degree. I'm not going back, you know? But I think a lot of people think like that. They're like, I got a degree already. I don't feel like going back, you know? Okay, we're very close to 617. We are very close. We got all the way to 616. Wow. Are we continuing up or are we going to reject here, chat? Like I said, this is the decision point. This will be the decision point. We got this. I'm going to highlight it for you so you can see it in purple. We got this little area here. Of course, there's going to be sellers sitting in this area, but we'll see, are they strong enough to hold? Are the sellers strong enough to hold? We got to get back down below 580 if this is strong enough. We're at 87. So, wow. Wow. Wait a minute. We just came down 30 points in like 5 seconds. Come on, sellers. Can we do it? There we go. Back down to the 80s. Sellers. Make your mark. All right. Don't really need to go to school to learn coding. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. You definitely don't have to. Let's see here. Don't hold your breath on NASDAQ here, though. Don't hold your breath. All right, I want to see us in the 70s is really what I want to see now. Forget the 80s. I want to see 70s. Oh, 79, 78. Oh, 82. Let me see some more 70s. Let's see 75. Let me see some 75. Here we go with the NASDAQ. You're just gonna be sitting here, huh? All right, chat. We're gonna move on with our segments while we're waiting here. This one may take a couple minutes. Remember, we got a new hourly candle coming up in about 9 minutes. What's our next segment? Oh, there we go. 75 spiked 75. What is this video? All right, while we're waiting here, turn this volume all the way down. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They pull out a gun. You just pull out a rocket launcher. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Well, I got something for you. I got something for you. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this one in shock. Can't even get the bike. Can't even get the scooter going. That's funny. That's funny, chat. If you've been on my stream for years, then you know years ago on stream I used to say if they pull out a knife, you just pull out a rocket launcher. Call it a day. There's levels to this. You want to pull out a knife? Here comes the rocket launcher. You want to pull out a stick? Here comes the rocket launcher. You gotta be petty. You gotta be petty, chat. You gotta just end it, you know? Just completely end it. That ends it. I'm telling you, that ends it. End the discussion. Oh, nah, yeah, let me stay in America. Yeah, other countries, gotta be careful driving. Alright, 78, we're just hovering around this area, but we know the volume did slow down, so, I mean, we do have a top wick now in this 15-minute candle. 15-minute candle's past the halfway point right now. It did build a top wick, so it'll be interesting to see how it closes here. Gotta move like GTA. Yeah, there you go. Oh, speaking of, when I went into my Netflix yesterday, they had an advertisement of GTA. I guess some previews coming out this month, like another one. But I'm at the point where I don't want to see any more previews. Don't give me no more hints. All I want is to get the game. Alright? Enough with the hints. I don't need any foreshadowing. I'm gonna play the full game till I beat it. Like normal. And that's it. You know? Tired of the hints. Do you use advanced indicators on TradingView to help with your trades, or do you prefer trading with a naked chart? I like to use the moving average sometimes, but other than that, no. Other than that, just straight price action. Not gonna lie, I forgot all about GTA. I did too until I turned on Netflix last night. I'm like, wait, GTA on Netflix? They must have paid. Well, of course they paid. They paid for that. low key though, Tradingviews is getting like GTA because we keep advertising this Archine, and I just want the release date already. Just give us the release date. You know, give me the release date. You know, I'm tired of the previews. Let us know when it's coming out. Because I was thinking maybe it's coming out in August. Because in June they were like coming soon, coming soon. So I'm like, okay, maybe like August. But here we are in August. No dates. No. It'd be nice to know. Maybe it's coming out in September. Maybe it's coming out in October. I don't know. Truly, I don't. I wish I did though, but as soon as I know, I'll let you know. Yeah, Arc 9, yeah. Okay, let's see here. What is this? We need rage here for this. Let me see this. It says, I swear she dropped the same song 18 times already. Ice Spice got a new song.
But you can't, and you not it. They tryna copy like y'all gotta stop it. Like I can't, I be popping. He got a roster, but I'm still his topic. Catch a tan on an island. Why y'all be yapping? I'm eating and shopping. And my fans, they be wildin', begging in DMs.
It do sound like the same song and drop 18 times. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny. But why she drop the same song 18 different times? Yeah, I mean, I like when artists are versatile and creative. It's, I don't want to say no talent, but I feel like artists who actually have talent don't have to keep replicating the same beat in the same rhythm to try to go viral again. Right? I feel like a true artist can have different type of beats, rhythms. You know, they just be making the same beat, trying to get it to go viral again. It's not gonna work. Gotta be creative. Right, so everything taking over forever to come out nowadays. You forget, move on to the next. Yeah, I don't want to say GTA sales aren't going to be what they think it is. I think it will be popular because of streaming. But if people weren't streaming, I think people would be sick of it and be like, like we're over it. But because people are going to be streaming it and it's going to be viral from that, everyone's going to buy it. Because the internet runs off of popularity. Like, people try to do what's popular, what they deem to be popular. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think if it wasn't for streamers, it'd be GG's for GTA sales. Now, I would still buy the game regardless if it was popular or not. Just saying. Because it's one of my favorite games. I've bought all of them. I beat all of them, you know. So yeah. I don't know if you heard about this, but I heard starting in December 6th, NASDAQ futures. Yeah, I posted it on my Twitter the other day. Music industry is cooked. Music industry isn't hitting the same. Yeah, when Drake's not handing out stimulus packages, it goes a little slow. Stimulus packages, that's what I call them. It's funny. I'm telling y'all, like, hip-hop, R&B, rap, hip-hop, R&B is not the same without Drake. It's not the same. People can hate as much as they want, but it's not the same. It's just not. Who cares who's the best and who's not the best? I just like vibing to music. It's like good music. You know? people get so stuck on comparing. But I always say people who are stuck on comparing things don't have enough going on in their life, because if you're busy, you too busy to be comparing stuff. You're just way too busy. If you got time to compare stuff, if you got time to sit at home and watch TV on the couch, you got time to do something. You got time to create something for yourself. You know? You got time. Okay, we're back up in the 17s. I said I didn't want this to go to 17s. I cut it for a scratch. So I'm gonna cut it. Looks like we're continuing up here. So much for coming down. And the bulls are out of here. They're gone. They're back up in the 630s. They actually tagged out 635. Mind you, that's coming from creating a low of 549. It's up 100 points. Well, 90 points from this bottom wick. Jeez. Yep, enjoy stuff for what it is. My managed trade, next player. Let's see. It's crazy because last week we weren't getting any follow through when we were trending above our moving averages. We weren't getting any follow through. Let me see, like, oh, well, here's a good example. Yesterday's a good example, actually. You know, we're trending above our moving averages, no follow through, straight gut shot down. Here, we're trending above our moving averages, no follow through, gut shot down. Over here, we're trending above our moving averages, gut shut down. Over here, right around here, we start trending above our moving averages, gut shot down. Same thing over here, we're trending above our moving averages, and for the first time in a while, no gut shut down. Interesting, right? And that's just yesterday, but if you play out the rest of the weeks before the sell-off, we can go before the sell-off, we can go to Monday. We're trending above the moving averages, gut shot down. But that was the start of the sell-off. Over here is a lot of examples trending above the moving averages, coming back down too. This is last Friday. Even last Thursday. Last Thursday over here, we're trending above the moving averages, cut shot down. Right here too, we have just gotten back above, back down. So yeah, it's just been very inconsistent at times. This market. Or it's when it's choosing to do something, when it's not. During New York session specifically, I'm speaking of. The other sessions seem to be okay. They're not too bad. But during New York session, it's been a little picky choosy. We're gonna go back over to gold for a little bit. On gold, last time we looked at it, it was coming down here, and I said I wasn't gonna impulse to sell because I wanted to wait to see if it came back up and then pushed through the lows and started trending down. We never did that. We continued up 170 points. A little choppy, but yep, continue back up. So I put gold on hold. NASDAQ I didn't put on hold. But NASDAQ started doing what I was looking for though. We wanted it to come back up and then start trending down a bit. But yeah, I mean, I do see we bounced in here. Okay, let's see here, chat. Let me know in the chat, how's your trading day going? How is your trading day going? Are we green? Are we red? Are we no trades? How we doing? How we feeling about it? I'm also wondering if it was to catch some early sellers. Let's see. We'll see what happens when it hits these levels here. We're about to hit 650. 650. Flattish. Red and locked out. Okay, locked out. There you go. Good morning, everyone. Opportunity. What's going on? Opportunity. Welcome back. Red day from the gold trade. Okay. Trading day was excellent. Kind of personal, but I made about 5 racks trade features, so I'm definitely not complaining. Well, if it was personal, you didn't have to say how much you made. You could have just said green or red, but great job. You said it's kind of personal, like you didn't want to answer, but you didn't have to say all that. You could just say green or red. You guys are funny. Learning in demo for the rest of this month. Okay, nice, Zombones. I like that. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, go back to the drawing board. The thing is typically you take a step back, you adapt to the current market conditions. However, the reason why it's been difficult to do that this month is because the market conditions have been bipolar this month. It's been drastically changing. I mean, today we have double a little more than double, slightly more than double the regular opening range volume. Versus the last 2 days, we had less than the average opening range volume. It's just two different extremes, right? We're like on one end of the spectrum, next day we're on the other end of the spectrum. Like, you know, we have to follow through. And in a day like today, we're having this we're continuing bullish here when the last 2.5 weeks, we haven't really been able to hold midday trades continuing bullish. It hasn't been able to hold. Today it's holding. So it's different. Nice work, everyone. There you go, Tubbs. Your green became red. Sorry, DD. Took a win during Asian session. No trade today. Done for the day. Hey, there you go. Well, Asian session's still green on the day, right? Counts in today's candle. Let's see. Last night's Asian session for NASDAQ. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. We came down at 8 o'clock and immediately reversed. I was watching checking out Top Step stream last night with Dakota, and it was taking sells during this reversal, And he's just following his process. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna lose in trading, but you know, there's people in the chat telling him it's an obvious buy and all these things that people who don't turn their camera on, put their face on a live stream to call out live trades do. You know, it's not good stream etiquette. It's not proper etiquette to be telling another trader that something is obvious on a live stream, because everybody sees the market a different way, and you wouldn't want somebody doing that to you. You know, with all those people always think the same, though. You know. So he was funny. He invited them. He's like, "Well, you're invited to come up here live, you know, in Top Step, and trade in front of thousands of people since things are so obvious." But of course, that's when chat gets a little quiet, right? But then one of the guys who was saying it said, "Oh, come on," and he goes, "But this is where the excuses go. Oh, come on, but y'all are gonna have me take trades. Y'all are gonna make me take trades out of my system." Here we go with the excuses. Top Step does not make anybody take trades outside of their system. You decide if you want to trade or not, right, chat? It's always the people hiding behind the screen that are know-it-alls. The ones who will never turn their camera on and get their face up here and call out some live trades. We need a record of it. You need to do it every day. We need months and months and months with your face up here calling them out so you can talk. You know? Months is being nice. Years would be nice. But would be bare minimum. At least 12 months. Literally at least 12 months minimum. We need to see you up here. You know? I ain't gonna lie, chat. 12 months minimum. That's a long time. And in that time, you will see while you're trading, you know, people coming in telling you the same thing. You know. Yes, you're correct. Don't give trading advice to others. You can learn from them, but don't tell them what trades to take. Yeah, and I think it's just proper trading etiquette, you know. It's fine to be in opposite trades. Like, there's times where I watch Dakota and I'm in a completely opposite trade. And, you know, I hope he wins. I hope I win. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, one of us is going to lose. One of us is going to win. But I don't sit here and go, oh, you should be this way. You should, you know. That's not proper etiquette, guys. Let's see here. We are covering this area, and I'm really interested to see if I took sales a little too early and to see if this comes back down some. That's what I'm kind of watching here. And while we're waiting, let's see our next topic here is from Truth Seeker. Record high gas prices, record high food prices, foodborne illnesses and outbreaks, and constant wars. What happened to making America great again? Question mark. You mean make America divided again? Make America divided again. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Also, we were just talking about the cell phone things with kids. This is going viral here. 2 million views. Detroit public schools will pay high school students $100 per week, and middle school students $50 per week in gift cards for perfect attendance. That's terrible that the attendance is so bad. The attendance is so bad that they were going to pay students to come to school. But again, guys, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, you know, in certain demographical areas, the pattern repeats itself, right? We have children being raised by children being raised by parents who are incapable of being parents. who lack complete emotional intelligence, who lack self-love, let alone love they can give to a child, let alone guidance they can give to a child. We got drugged out parents, we got alcoholic parents, we got abusive parents. It's Detroit. You guys know where Eminem's from, right? Just picture where Eminem's from. That's all you gotta do. Just picture, okay, where Eminem's from. Yes, where Eminem's from. That's the location. For those outside the US, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's where Eminem's from. I'm sure most of you know Eminem, so. But yeah, that's so sad that we're at a point where we gotta pay kids just to come to school. Like, please come to school, $100 a week. Like, what? $100? You know it's bad if it's $100. Guys, a week. These kids can make $400 a month. Shoot, I would have been like, listen, because it says in gift cards, I was like, listen, this week give me $100 Visa. Next week give me $100 DoorDash. That's how you gotta do it. $100 DoorDash. Yup. Yeah. Now that's an insult to the taxpayers. People barely surviving off paychecks and their taxes are going to that. You are right. That's a good point. It's a really good point. That is an insult to taxpayers. It's like, okay, my money's going to kids who won't show up to school. Like, are we joking? But that's society, guys. That's society, guys. You know? It's like, okay. I just think the gift cards are a bad idea. If they stop, it's gonna get way worse. I think it's a bad idea in general to be paying kids to come to school, because that's bribing them. They're not going because they want to go. They're going for money. And these kids aren't going to be anything. You can't even show up to school. Mind you, they included middle school. There's kids in middle school who aren't showing up, chat. We're talking 12-year-olds, guys, 13-year-olds, 11, 12, 13-year-olds not showing up to school. We're not just talking high school students. This is middle school students. Middle school students are getting 50 a week. High school students are going to get 100 a week. But that just shows you everything you need to know about certain areas. You know? Now, I grew up in a very rough area. I grew up in a very rough area. I've seen a lot. I've definitely seen more than what the average person has seen. The average person hasn't seen a dead body. The average person hasn't seen somebody killed in front of their face. Right? The average person hasn't seen a lot of those things. You hear about them, you see it. Seen a lot of shit. Been around a lot of shit. Witnessed a lot of things. We don't need to get into it. But the point is, I will tell you from my experience, you know, as kids, you are your environment. You know, when you grow up in these environments, and you grow up with no guidance, you grow up with, you have to understand, I'm telling you from a standpoint, someone who grew up in these areas, a lot of these kids are growing up with parents who don't give a shit. They don't care. A lot of these kids, they be out their friend's house or out wherever in trouble. They go home 2-3 days later. Parents aren't asking them, hey, where are you at? They don't have parents who care like that. You gotta understand. You may be a parent where let your kid be out. You know you blowing up that phone. You know you're gonna find them real quick, but you know, there's literally kids out there where they can be gone for 2-3 days and their parents not even questioning where they are. Don't give a damn. You know what I mean? So it's just different. It's very different. It's very different, and a lot of these kids are growing up being abused, or growing up with parents who are doing trafficking, whether it's drug trafficking, human trafficking. Parents are in gangs, they're in gangs. Just all the above. All the above, all the above, all the above. A lot of times these kids just kind of want to run away, you know? They just want to run away. They don't want to go to school because for them, they don't have any examples of successful people. So they think to themselves, what's the point? I had a cousin, one of my cousins, remember when we were getting our driver's license. He's really smart. He's a really smart kid, but remember we were getting our driver's license and we were trying to get him, you know, that time where you all get your driver's license, chat? And we're like, yo, like, you're the only one without your license. Like, get your driver's license, like, so you get a car. And he's like, what's the point? He's like, what's the point? He's like, we never had a car growing up. What's the point? I'm probably never gonna have a car growing up. Or if I do have a car, I'm probably gonna lose it anyway. So what's the point? And that was his attitude towards it, right? His attitude. And that's a lot of these kids' attitudes towards things. What's the point of going to school if I'm not gonna be anything anyway? See, they have this mindset, right? You get what I'm saying, chat? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's tough because the only way to get help is to change a child's environment. We see time and time again children who have so much potential just self-sabotage themselves, and then they become adults who self-sabotage themselves and they stay stuck. Very sad, you know. But a lot of times they don't see themselves achieving anything. Because who around them achieves something? Nobody. You know? It's kind of like with day trading. A lot of people doubt themselves in day trading because they don't know anybody in person where they can go to that person's house and say, okay, this person's been successful from day trading. I know somebody firsthand who's been. A lot of people, they don't have that. You don't have somebody where, or you can just call them up on the phone. Right? So a lot of times self-doubt arises from who we get to experience in life. You get what I'm saying, chat? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you're following me. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you pick up what I'm putting down. Because it's true. That's where your doubt comes from day trading. You don't have a bunch of different people you can just call up on the phone or go to their house and okay, wow, I can see it. It works. You know? Okay, moving to the next segment. This is funny. Let's get something comical now. Let's brighten the mood. It says one day they're gonna make us all watch an ad before we're allowed to answer our phone calls on our phone. Can you imagine, chat? You're getting a phone call and oh shoot, I gotta watch an ad to pick up my phone call. Yo, that is so funny. That would be crazy though. I mean, I already don't pick up the phone, so I'm just not gonna pick up the phone. I'm not watching no ad, pick up no phone. You saw that play? That's so funny. I thought they were gonna say one day we're gonna need to watch an ad to unlock our phone, because that would, you know. Imagine every time you want to unlock your phone, you got to watch an ad, or you got to pay a subscription every month. Oh, wait, I don't want to give Apple ideas. Apple, I'm not giving you no ideas, okay? I do not want you charging us. Imagine, chat, it's gonna come down to that. That would be insane. You got to pay an extra, like, Apple fee to have your phone unlocked with no ads. Oh my goodness, that would be so crazy, chat. That would be so crazy. And if you don't, you gotta watch an ad to unlock your phone. Although that would get people from being addicted to their phones. That could be a solution. Wait, hold on. I might have just solved the crisis with the kids and their phones in school. What if parents can create a service? What if parents could pay for a service or turn on a service, something where ads go on their kids' phones for them to unlock their phone, unless it's an emergency call. And you would have to do like You would have to click emergency call, and then it would have to call somebody, whether you're calling your parents or you're calling the police, and that's it. That would be cool, right? Lex Ashley is funny. Yeah, don't call me. Imagine calling 911 and getting an ad. That is comical. And me personally, if I were to write a comedy, that's going to be in the movie right there. So Marlon Wayans needs to do that. Someone goes to call 911. Oh, there's an ad. That's in the next scary movie. That's hilarious. I'm here for it. Huge liability issue with that. You get an emergency call from your kid or parent, and you have to watch an ad. Somebody's dead. Yeah, no, I think the stigma would be to the only way to skip the ad is if it's an emergency call. That's what I think they should do. But yeah, it would be liability. I know, that would be crazy though. Or I got something better. Maybe you can put, like, you know how they do like a child's lock? Maybe you can lock your kids' social media apps for the hours that they're in school, and then when they get out of school, the app unlocks, and okay, now they can go on social media. Because that's what they're doing, you know, they're all Snapchatting each other, they're all on social media, you know. What do you guys think? Maybe something like that, right? Like no Snapchat is gonna be blocked until y'all done get up out of here. Right? Until y'all are up on the bus. Really turning, oh. Erase your message. Okay, here we go, coming down again. Again, we haven't seen follow through with continuation buys, which is why I took those sells earlier. I'm willing to give it another shot. Let me give it another shot. See if we can go to 500. So that'd be almost 100 points. Almost 100 points would be nice. First checkpoint would be here though for 78. Where's 100 at? $5.11. Possibility. Put on one more contract. Okay. See if we get some follow through this time. Looking for 77 points on this, I guess. See. $100 points would be nice though. We're really turning into that one movie. Oh, Idiocracy. Idiocracy. Oh my goodness, not another one of these things. Yeah, I'm about sick and tired. Okay. What is this trend that these kids are doing nowadays where everybody's putting burgers in drawers, or they're putting sauce in drawers, and they're putting like a lot of sauce in drawers or on their bed or in the bag like this? Look at all the ketchup in the bag. What is this trend? Because I keep seeing it everywhere. Is this a new TikTok trend with the kids? Let me know. I don't know. Are y'all seeing this too? Because I can't stop seeing stuff like this. What is this person doing? And then buying like a bunch of fast food.
I fucking love ketchup, bro. Fucking love ketchup.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, he didn't. No, wait, I didn't see this coming. Wait. It's too much going on. First of all, why are we all these McChickens and burgers and whatnot in the drawer? Why is this a trend? I don't get the point of the trend. You buy all this food and then you buy a whole bunch of sauce and then you store it in your drawer or on your bed or in the bag and then you eat sloppy. Like, why is that a trend? Who came up with this? How much ketchup is that? Not the medium and small fry. Not these being outside the wrapper. There's just so much going on here.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I fucking love ketchup, bro.
Yep.
Fucking love ketchup.
Oh, what the fuck?
He might have died after that video, chat. He might have died after that video because it cuts. So wasteful, right? Like, I don't get it. Whatever happened to eating a good salad, right? Yeah, whatever happened to eating a good salad? That's a good point. People. I don't know. I don't know why this is a trend and why. I don't get the point of the trend. Like, maybe I'm missing the point. But all I see is people wasting money on a bunch of food. And just, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, let's see this next one. We'll minimize this. Nobody wants to work anymore. Correct. No one wants to work 50 hours a week for a salary that hasn't kept up with inflation since 1979. Pay 40% of it in rent, get 10 days PTO for the year, no sick days, no pension, no job security, and then be told they're replaceable at any moment. You solved it. That's the full sentence. Well. I mean, that's true. That's true. And we do have a lot of people who are just like, forget it, I'm not even working no more. Like, there is that going on. But it's because people aren't happy, and people would probably be happier if they were treated well and paid enough to handle being able to live on their own. You know, most people these days have really good careers and they're literally roommating with great careers. You know, remember back in the day, you made $50K a year, you could afford to live on your own. Not nowadays. Times have changed. You know? But yeah, the 50 hours a week thing is crazy because I have some friends who have some really great careers, but like on the weekends they're still working. They're on salary though. And they have a really nice salary, but it like stresses them out because, you know, they work their way up. So working your way up, you're responsible. And these companies are guilt tripping them for working their way up. They're saying, oh, well, you're at this level and you're requiring this salary, and because we have to pay you this salary, we're not gonna hire another person to like be your assistant or hire another person for a smaller department. And it's like, don't blame me for working my ass off and getting to the top, and you gotta pay me X amount of dollars. You know, it's just an excuse. But we do see that a lot. A lot of people who are in higher up management positions who have really great salaries right now are really being overworked, y'all. It's ridiculous. You should not have to work Saturday, Sunday if you're already working damn near 50 hours during the week. I mean, where's your time off? You know, where's your time to yourself, you know? That's unfortunate. You know, that is unfortunate. But I do see a lot of that going on, for sure. And even people that I meet, or let's say like the yoga class I go to. Sometimes there's different people who join the yoga class. A lot of young professionals that I meet, you know, you ask people what they do, and they'll say, "Oh, like I just signed up for yoga because I just been so stressed out at work," and they start getting into work. And but yeah, long story short, I've just been hearing the same thing from people. Interesting. All right, chat. While we're waiting on this trade to cook, I mean, we're gonna let it cook. We're gonna let it cook. We gotta let it cook sticker, by the way. Let it cook. Pop quiz. Are we ready? Are we ready, chat? I don't know if you're ready for this. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test you here. Are we ready? You gotta be quick and no cheating. I need an answer in the chat. Here we go. Name a country that starts with the letter W. Gun to your back of your head. Go. Gun to the back of your head. Name a country that starts with the letter W. Uh-oh. What happened, chat? Your timer's timing. Don't worry. I know. It's a tough one, right? It's a tough one. I know. I know. I know. The real answer is it doesn't exist. But we do have districts and territories with W's. So yes, Wales would be like a district or territory, perhaps. But we don't have an actual country. You guys are funny. Wales. Everybody's saying Wales. I figured most people would say Wales though, but technically Wales is not a country, like a district or territory. But yeah, the answer is there are no countries that start with W. We just have district and territories. That's funny, right? Technically I survived because I didn't answer anything. You're funny. Yep, my company just posted a position on Indeed. I interviewed for it and they want me to do my current role plus the other role for 0 more. Oh no, not for 0 more. Not for 0 more. Wow, so they want you to keep doing what you're doing, but also do this. No, they gotta raise it. They gotta raise it. Yeah, stand in your power. But hey, like, I'd really like this position, but I just can't do it for 0 more, you know? I'm gonna need a pay increase. Maybe you could negotiate a pay increase that's favorable to you. And maybe that'll work better. Hopefully you can. But yeah, not for no pay increase. Okay, this one is gonna be T. We got a little juicy story here, chat. This is Trader's Confessions. Trader's Confessions. I don't know if you guys ever followed Trader's Confessions, but it's where traders confess things, especially traders who work for other traders. They confess a lot, but the rule is you can't give up who you're talking about, of course. But we have a Trader's Confessions from from yesterday, sorry. It says, I work for one of the biggest traders in this space, and I know that he's not profitable. I estimate he's made about $2 million this year from core sales and affiliate marketing together. I'm going to quit soon because I find another job because the guilt is actually eating me away. He even admitted to me once that he hasn't taken a live trade in months. Interesting. Is what it is. Is what it is. Someone says, hot take, I actually don't think you should feel guilty because as long as the product he's selling is good, he could be a good educator. So him being a good educator could be a good thing because good educators are rare to find in someone. That's a different take. That's a different take. Yeah? I mean, if the person's a good educator, people are probably gonna flock and buy that guy's course. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we won't read the comments. The comments are pretty bad on that one. We won't read the comments. My goodness, the internet's undefeated. Not the internet tagging people out. Not if he's going to be popular from trading, yeah. Yeah, I think there should be a level of honesty. I'm all for selling education because this just goes back to the trading niche. It's only the trading niche where people feel like people making money outside of a day trade is wrong. Only in the trading niche. That's not the real world. That's not reality. But I feel like anybody, no matter what you're good at, sell your expertise. You're good at dog training, you sell your expertise. You're not dog training for free, even though you could dog trade for free and you love it and you're passionate about it. Maybe you'll do dog training for free for like a family member or a close friend. And when it comes to your business, no, you're gonna charge. Like that's your expertise you're selling. Right? That's just an example. Like with me for coding, there's a not to get too deep into it, but there's a family member of mine that my cousin and I coded up a website for them. And we should have charged them, but we didn't charge them. You know, their website is worth thousands of dollars. Could have easily charged, right? Could easily charge them how much we would charge another business to do that, you know. For reference, their website was worth between like 10 and 15 grand, guys. We could have easily charged another company, you know, because what we did was very advanced. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, the point is yeah, you know, usually like close friends, family members, sometimes, you know, you'll teach them stuff for free or whatever. But when it comes to like giving your energy out to the masses, well, no, you put a price tag on your talent, right? Early on, Timothy Sykes inspired me to start trading because of his lifestyle, but I learned that the real goal is fancy cars and freedom. Me too, Jeff. Timothy Sykes, I remember I was on YouTube. He just kept popping up in these ads, popping up. I'll never forget. He was in his garage, and there were these books, like a Lamborghini in his garage, and he had all these books. He was talking about penny stocks. That's how I got into penny stocks. And at the time, it was like sign up for a free ebook on penny stocks. So I got the free ebook, and the ebook was about like, it was like fundamentals. It was like support and resistance, bearish, bullish, you know, all the basic trading terms. Yeah, I got into penny stocks. I was actually pretty good at it early on, but I quickly realized you need a lot of money in stocks to make a return, right? Like, I realized that me getting 30% return on a day, which is amazing, was all of like $3 and change. And me doing the math, I realized, oh wow, for somebody else that's like 3 grand. Same trade, but for me it's $3. Right, so I started realizing early on when I was younger, like, okay, you need a lot of capital to really make money with these penny stocks. And stocks in general, it's a long-term game, you know, playing a long-term game. invest your money, even like with dividends. I learned early on, I'm like, okay, you need a lot of shares to really make a certain amount of money from dividends every month, you know. But yeah, it's a long-term game. Aliens need to run. Don't want to say anything to Jinx, so May, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see how our trade is doing here, chat. We had a few doji candles on the 5-minute, a few indecisive candles. I'm looking for the market to travel its way back down. If you were here earlier, it took a loss. Getting in these sells over here. We were up for a little bit. Came back in drawdown. Came back to the entry. And we got stopped out over here. So I think it might have took sells a little bit early. But giving them another chance. Because we really just haven't been holding directions. But it looks like we're just kind of sitting here now. What I'm looking for right now is a flush back down to 580 at least. But we're literally just sitting here. We're just sitting here. Let's see, we got another video here. I don't think it could get worse, but I was proven wrong.
Oh, and it's gonna fall all the way down there. You put the camera down there.
They can see. You talking about?
Okay, I don't know what language that person's speaking. How does this even happen? Oh no. Why would you do that? Alright. First of all, when the car was stuck here, I would not want someone hopping on. Let me get out first. I would want to get out first. Yeah, I would definitely want to get out first. Like, why is we... I can't, guys. I can't. I just can't with people. It's just basic physics. They don't have enough weight to put on that side. It's only 2 men. It's a huge SUV. Basic physics. Holy. Yeah, someone was in the driver's seat. Yep. But I don't understand, like, why not get out and then the 3 of you can maybe call a tow truck or something? Like, what? I don't know, maybe you would have had a better chance. I don't know. I'm just saying. What the heck? Yeah, let's see what else we got. I just love puzzles. I love this older lady. She streams puzzles. They got her talking here, but I'm gonna read off what she said. She said, my live stream received a total of $17,000 for the entire year of 2025. Mind you guys, she streams every day for hours. Like, she do 10-hour streams, 12-hour streams. She does a lot of crazy hours, like 48-hour streams. She's done, like, but she does challenges where she'll do these huge puzzles, like 1,000-piece puzzles, and you can't shut off the stream till she finishes. So sometimes it just takes her days. But to put in perspective, she streams more than 10 times my hours for sure. And she's on every day putting in effort. And that stream generated $17,000. Now, of course, that's from, and that's her thanking her members. That's from members signing up. But she also said, okay, 2,400 of that goes to employment tax, okay? And she wanted to thank everybody because a few days ago, for the first time, she made 20K in a month on Twitch. And she decided to give 4,300 back to her subscribers and her followers, those who helped her get to that point. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, guys, you can't even make, like, as you can see, you don't even make a minimum wage You can stream 200 hours a week, and you won't even make minimum wage for the year. You come up here every day, right? But I think that's super cool to see her progress. And again, that just comes from the support of the members, so I think that's super cool. Super cool to make in a month what took her the entire year to make, right? I think that's so cool. So it's nice to see. I like seeing wholesome streamers, wholesome, genuine people reach their goals like that, right? We love to see that. It's amazing. Can I help the right person? Yeah. I seen he was asking her because she was like, oh, she wants to do merch, but the podcast, the stream doesn't make enough money for her to pay out money to do merch, you know? And he was like, how much do you need? Because he was offering to help her pay for merch, which was cool. I think that was nice of him. All right, we got to flush to the 80s. We got to flush to the 80s. I'm happy about that. Wanted to see if I can get 77 points out of this. We're barely getting follow through in these markets. Did lose about $200 on the last trade, so right about here we break even. Let's see, we are down. Oh, I didn't. I lost 170. I thought I lost 200. Oh, I cut it earlier, huh? My whole total risk was 200. All right, down 170. And we'll show you guys here. Down 170. You guys can see right here. Down 170. So, yeah, as long as we maintain it here, we can at least break even on the day. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, just because it's been a slow day. I'm gonna bring my trailing stop down. We're gonna trail it. We're gonna trail it. All right. Let's see this. I'll throw a contract down here. I split it up at 3 contracts. If we get filled there, that's fine. It'll take off some profits. If we don't get filled there, also fine. Okay, we got filled there. Still got 2 contracts on. Two contracts on. If we can withhold this trade here, guys. There we go. You can see the money up here. You can see it up here. I've been sizing down a lot this year, but really in the month of August, because it's been tough finding that follow through. See where we are now. 46 points, almost 50 points. Good drop here. Good healthy drop here. Let's get a drop. We get a drop in the chat.
We gonna shut him down. Y'all thought we killed him with the last one? Remix.
And we get a drop in the
DS
chat.
Brothers, Slow Rider, Bullhorn, Pitbull, Live a Lot, DJ Loud.
I'm gonna bring our trailing stop down. I'm gonna bring a contract down to 67. Keep the other contract up there. Splitting these two contracts. Just trailing it in profit. Entries way up here. Just trailing. Let's see if we can. We got 50s coming up right here. 50s. I'm trying to flush down to the 20s. See if we can flush down to the 20s. I put a little marker down here where the 20s are. That would be beautiful, but yeah, trailing this in profit, y'all. Trailing it in profit. Get that music going. Oh, there we go. Got that chill music. There we go. I see the drops in the chat, y'all. See if we can just flush. We don't need any retracements. Come on, just flush. No retracements. No retracements needed. By the way, chat, it's water break time. Take that water break, chat. It is water break time. Let's get those waters going. Let's make sure we're hydrating ourselves. Let's go. $55, very close to the 50s. Move this trailing stop down right above that wick. Right above that wick. How we doing, chat? We doing good? We doing good? Contract may get stopped out in profit here. Let's see. It's always a good feeling to trail your stuff in profit, right? It's always a great feeling. Let's see here. Will we survive? Will we survive? Will this contract survive? Put it right here. Come on, come on, come on. Don't you do it. Ah, alright, alright. We got one more contract on. Alrighty, guys. Now we're above break even on the day. So we've officially made back our losses. So now we can relax. No matter what, this trade is going to make money. So if it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. If it does hold, it holds. But no matter what, we're green on the day as of right now. Took 2 contracts out in profit. And we're just holding this last one and trailing it. I'm going to bring the trailing stop down to 567. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna bring it down to... Oh, no. Yeah, 567. Right. How we do it. Alrighty. Got that in profit. Beautiful, guys. That's beautiful. Come on. There we go. That's a W. That is a W. That is a W. We've been up here 3 hours and 40 minutes. Holy. Holy. 3 hours and 40 minutes. Did anybody in the chat catch these cells as well? Let me know in the chat if you caught these cells as well. So I was looking for originally, but NASDAQ had to be NASDAQ. I do think it has potential to maybe go further. Kind of tough to say with the volume, but the volume may slow down a little bit before it even does that. A little slow. Beautiful recover. Thank you. I did. There we go. Didi did. Yeah, tricky NASDAQ. Basically, we became liquidity earlier, right? We got in these cells and took us out, came back into this range. Beautiful sell-off chat, right? Let me use my purple zones to show you. All right, we kind of had a little bit of double top action vibes, but wasn't really worried about it being a double top. But we broke through. We got a bounce from this area back into this range. Came up, and then we circled back inside, right? This is the moment we came back into that range. Now this one's actually not that horizontal. It's actually more of a sideways. If we tilt your head slightly to the left, you will see it this way. Sort of. Hard to say, but that trend break, it's more of like a trend break here, right? Hard to group it, but all right, let's see, where were we in? I think we were almost done. Wow, chat, we had enough topics to carry us through the whole stream. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? That's crazy. So I would say today was much better flow-wise with the topics. I could do a little better with the flow, but topic-wise, man, we had a lot of topics. Yeah, wow. Boom. Okay, so I guess we'll end it off with the CBS news. Green, red to green. Hey, there we go. Green, red to green. Green, red to green. I love that. All right, let's get into some news. That's right. Important news with Lens. Here we go. Important news with Lens. Alrighty. Let's check out what's going on in the world of Trump versus Iran. U.S. might return to negotiations at some point, Trump says. At some point. President Trump said Wednesday the U.S. might return to negotiations with Iran eventually, but said currently the situation is so... What? Currently the situation is so good? Is my eyes reading this correctly? What do you mean currently the situation is so good? What do you mean currently the situation is so good? What does that mean, chat? What does that mean? What are we talking about? What is so good? The head of Iran's armed forces on Wednesday renewed the country's warning to the Persian Gulf states not to assist U.S. military, saying any help would amount to joining operations against the Islamic Republic. The United Arab Emirates said Wednesday that it was suspending all trade and financial dealings with Iran after issuing the previous day its first warning to residents of an incoming missile threat in weeks. So you got the UAE upset that they had possible missile threats coming through, right? Because it's on their radar. They're upset they might have got hit by accident, but they didn't. Now you got Iran telling people not to assist the US. And then you got Trump talking about it's so good. Portia, your eyes are reading it correctly. What? Shakira, Christina Aguilera concerts canceled in Abu Dhabi. Organizers, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this country right, so if I'm pronouncing it wrong, my apologies. Abu Dhabi has announced the cancellation of concert by singer Christina Aguilera and the festival featuring Shakira amid the ongoing war. Iran has pressed attacks on Emirati ships in recent weeks. After ceasefire fell apart last month, the United Arab, I'm just going to say the UAE, also faced its first missile attack in months on Tuesday, though both fell harmlessly in the water. Well, okay. That's what I was trying to say earlier when I said they weren't hit, but I mean the missile did go their direction, but it fell in the water. There you go, chat. It fell in the water. But hey, the UAE is still upset. They're upset. Why is a missile coming our way? Right? We got nothing to do with this. They're upset. So they're upset at Iran. Against this backdrop, the organizers of Off Limits Music Festival, scheduled for November with Shakira as the headline act, announced the festival was canceled, vowing to refund tickets. We look forward to bringing Off Limits community together again in 2027, a message on the festival website, without stating the reason behind the cancellation. Well, I'm just gonna assume that it's possible that Shakira or Christina Aguilera, maybe they're scared for their safety, or sometimes, a lot of times, it's not even the artist, it's the team. Maybe their team is advising them not to go because of the war going on. It could just be their team that said, nope, you're not going to do this one. Not this time, huh? Okay, let's see. U.S. might return to negotiations at some point. We just talked about that. Let's see. Maybe at some point, Mr. Trump said in response to a question about whether the U.S. will return to talks. But right now, I think the situation is so good, maybe at some point. He pivoted to his continued insistence that Iran not pursue nuclear weapons on condition of successful negotiations. Yeah, basically, hey, Iran, you can't proceed with nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, we just did a deal for nuclear weapons with another country. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Look, it's very simple. The president said they have to get rid of completely no nuclear weapons. Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. Yeah, I mean, you can't tell other countries they can and can't have weapons. That's just like another country telling us that we can't have our nuclear weapons. We can have whatever we want, and we have our nuclear weapons. No one can come over here and tell us, hey, America, stop practicing. Right? So we shouldn't be able to do that to others either. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, everybody was minding their business. Let's see here. One of the reasons oil hasn't gone to proverbial 300 a barrel, it's at 83, 84, 85. And it will be at a lower when it's over because we have plenty of oil, Mr. Trump said. So Trump is saying it'll be lower than this. One of the reasons it never went to 300, 350 numbers is because we do have a lot coming in. We have a lot coming in. Why are the prices sky high? The international standard for oil prices was about $92 a barrel on Wednesday. It has been over $90 all week, creeping up from wartime. In the beginning, it was as low as 71. Wait, so he's over here saying it's at 83, 84, 85, but really it's over $90. Or I'm sorry, Wednesday it was 92. How are you gonna say it's only 83, 84 when it's 92? Those are two different numbers here, people. What are we talking about? Canadian official condemns Israel unlawful invasions of Lebanon. Canadian official has condemned what he calls Israel's unlawful invasion of Lebanon. Don't tell me we got Canada going back and forth with Israel now. I'm sorry. There's just too much stuff going on in the world, chat. Canada's Secretary of State for International Development visited Lebanon to announce new humanitarian aid to the crisis-hit country, where the UN says 360,000 people remain displaced as a result of the latest conflict between Israel and Iran. We have been working actively, I think, through diplomatic channels to do whatever possible to stop that and allow Lebanese communities that are far from the areas to be able to move back. The war in Lebanon has killed over 4,000 people, according to the country's health ministry, causing a widespread of destruction across the south. Israel is now occupying what it calls security zones that stretch about 6 miles into southern Lebanon. Many of those towns and villages in the zone have been largely demolished. Israeli officials have said the troops will not pull out of Lebanon until Hezbollah is disarmed. Canada has criticized Israel's military actions in Gaza and Lebanon, though, like Israel and the US, it lists Hezbollah as terrorist organization and has condemned the Iranian proxy group attacks on Israel. So make up your mind, Canada. First, you're saying that it needs to stop. Then you're saying, okay, I agree with you. Hezbollah does need to be disarmed. So I'm confused here. It just seems like more back and forth. Canada, which is home to a large Lebanese diaspora, has given Lebanon about 800 million Canadian dollars, which is equal to 575 million US dollars, in assistance over the past 10 years, including nearly 38 million in funding in March to provide basic necessities such as food, medical, and health services. Okay, so that's starting to make more sense. So the reason why Canada is going for peace, because they're probably tired of funding aid. How does that sound like? We're tired of funding aid. Well, that's what I'm hearing, Chad. That's what I'm hearing. But that's the real news. We'll end it there. It's about that time for me to eat my breakfast, chat, because I do have to go to the gym soon. So I want to get a good breakfast in at least an hour before I leave. But man, it's been a great stream. Today was a lot better flow wise. We had so many topics to discuss while we're waiting on the markets. We did take 2 trades today. We traded well. Happy with that. So hopefully everybody is enjoying the stream. I can only go off of your feedback, your views, your likes, pushing out the stream. So shout out to everybody who's here. Shout out to the members. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Y'all really, really appreciate it. For those of you who are members, you support the streams financially. So thank you guys, because it does cost to put on a podcast. It does cost money for the show. So thank you guys so, so much. Appreciate you. And thank you to those of you who've been using code LENS with Tradify, because you're also supporting the stream, right? All those funds go into supporting the stream. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. On that note, even if you're not a member or if you haven't used the code, as long as you're showing up to the stream, you've been chatting, you've been giving the stream a like, you're also supporting the stream. So thank you so much, y'all. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Don't forget to continue drinking your water. When I cut this off, I'm going to drink the last gulp of this water. And yeah, drink water, make sure we smile, and have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I see you, Tubbs. Thank you all. Bye now.